Let's start it off.
All right, buddy.
Ready?
Guess you can start since you're the host.
Yeah, I'm hosting, so I'm good. All right.
Please introduce me.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Scuffcast. This is your host, Lisang, and Brandon. Are we not doing that? Are we not doing that bit anymore? Or we restart our own name?
I think if we allow smoother, we just all right. Hey, I'm the host, and this is the co-host.
We're changing the formula.
Name.
We're changing the formula up.
Yeah.
Okay, so start over. 3, 2.
I'll be honest. The past couple times we have done this, it's never worked out.
It's never worked out.
Like
it's never worked out.
out.
All right, starting over. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Scuffcast. This is your host, Lisang.
Wait, give us some space at least, bro. wait, hold on. Give us some space.
All right, okay. Let's give it like 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds quiet. Starting now.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Scuffcast. This is your host, Lisang, and Brandon. You want to say hello?
Yeah. Hello. I thought you were gonna give us like nicknames.
Nicknames? No, I'm bad at nicknames.
You can just be Lisang and Brandon for today.
I have no nick. I'm bad at nicknames.
Professor with a degree. Prodigy. B. I don't have any other nicknames.
Dude, this is
Mr. Instigator.
Mr. Instigator. This is Luther. Bro. This is Luther and the Prodigy.
Yeah, there it is.
Brian early at.
We'll get the intro properly one of these days.
I don't think we should ever get the intro properly, man. I think it's just on brand at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, anyways, it's been a while since we recorded, haven't we?
Yeah. I think to be fair, I've been having a lot of events the past like month since since the last recording session.
Right.
Honestly,
life's been
a wild
hectic
month essentially. I guess we can start with you since you recently did a Spartan race, right?
Yes. Well, recently in quotation marks, like it's been a couple weeks. It was like mid July when I went to do the Spartan race, I believe. I don't remember exactly what week it was, but it was like on like I think the 15th, July 15th. So it's been about like almost like a month since I've done it, but it was pretty fun. Man, it is super taxing though. Like I've done a Spartan race before, so there's like different tiers to the Spartan race, right? There's the
what exactly is a Spartan race?
So Spartan race is like it's a terrain race. Basically, there's like you have to so you race like a certain distance depending on the tier you sign up for. You race a certain distance and you got to do a certain amount of obstacles depending on the tier you're at, right? And so there's I forgot how many tiers there are. I believe there's 5 main tiers that you do. I could be wrong, but there's for like at least for adults, right? There's a sprint, which is the shortest one, which is I believe a 5K, and I think like 15 to 20 obstacles. So 5K is about like 3 miles, and then the sprint. So there's the sprint, which is the 5K with I think 15 and 20 obstacles. The super, which is a 10K, which is 6 miles and I think like 20 to 25 obstacles. There's the ultra, which is a 15K. So like basically add like it's like you add like 5 more Ks to it, or kilometers, and then you add like 10 to 15 obstacles depending on the tier it goes up. So I believe it's the sprint, super, the sprint, super, I think ultra, and the beast, and then there's like one on top of that. So it goes like red, which is the sprint, blue, which is the super, ultra, which is the green, and like the beast is like I think like gold, and then there's like a tier on top of that which is black, I think. Don't quote me, I don't remember, don't quote me. I've only done 2. I'm not like a Spartan by any means. Like there's 2, right? I think there's like the black, there's like the highest tier is the black tier, which is like the most intense and most vigorous. Like those are the ones where people actually can die on. So yeah, they're crazy.
Black equal death, right? So
yeah, but like and then there's also like there's also like kid versions, which is like really short. They're like a mile and a half, like 10 obstacles, like pretty easy for like kids. I think like ages like 10 to like 10 to like 15, I think. Could be, but might not even go to 15. But yeah, like, so there's those different tiers. So far I've done a sprint. I've done that back in high school, back after I graduated high school. And it was like the one in Chicago. I forgot exactly where in Chicago, or where in like or how it wasn't like in Chicago, but it was it was like an hour ish outside of Chicago. It was like half an hour to an hour outside of Chicago. It was I forgot exactly how tough it was, but it was like fun. It was fun. I did it with like group of my friends. It was pretty good. And then I just
insert photo here.
I can find a photo. I don't know if I even have a photo anymore, because
editor, please insert photo here.
I don't know if I have a photo of that Spartan race anymore, because the photos that I did have from taking it was on my Facebook, but I through college I deleted my Facebook partway through college.
No,
yeah,
sad.
I deleted my old Facebook, so it was on my old Facebook, so I might not have those pictures anymore, but I do have my pictures of the new Spartan. So for this Spartan race, I did the super, which is the 10K, and I think like 25 obstacles. I forget how many obstacles there are. It's not like an exact. It changes from it changes based on like where you're going out of. The one I did this year was based in Michigan, over by Detroit. It's like half an hour outside of Detroit, and yeah, man. I went in thinking it was gonna be muddy, because the first one we went to, the sprint that I went to in Chicago, the terrain was really muddy, right? So I thought it would be muddy again this year, but the terrain here was actually very sandy, so it was like completely different from what I expected, and so I was not as prepared, because I did not do any running on like soft soil, which the ground was like really sandy, very dry and sandy. Even though it rained the day before, it was still very dry, right? So it was like very dry.
From your photos, sandy. It looked very foggy that day. Well, not foggy.
It was cloudy. It wasn't like super sunny. It was like kind of like the perfect day to be able to run, because it was like warm, right? It was like hot, but it was like not sunny, so it wasn't super hot, and it wasn't like all that humid either, so like you could kind of breathe, right? At least I can't really breathe when it gets too humid, so it was like it was like a good humidity. It was like it was like damn near the perfect like conditions to actually be able to perform if you were trying to actually race, right? And so yeah, I didn't really train for it. You should definitely train more than a month before, because there's a lot of like a lot of the terrains require you to climb and like lift yourself over stuff. Like there's like at least 3-4 walls where you have to like vault over them, and yeah, they only get tougher as you go, and so you should be able to you definitely should be able to lift yourself up, or at least have like an assisted lift, because sometimes, especially if you go with a group of friends, like which I went with my brother-in-law and my sister when I went to this one, it was nice because we had each other to help. Like whenever we needed somebody, we got like a boost, like a shoulder or something to climb on to get over, and so that was nice. But and like there are definitely people who help you along the way. Like there are a lot of people who don't like try to be competitive, and they don't actually compete. So I forgot to mention this, but Spartan race, it actually is a race. Like it actually is a competition.
It's like a marathon.
Yeah, it's not a marathon.
Like anyone can sign up for it.
It's a competition. Yeah, like anybody can sign up for it, but it's an actual competition with actual like winnings. Like I believe in each category, like the top 3 in each category get like they get like a monetary prize or something. I don't remember how much, but I believe you do get a monetary prize if you have like, if you're one of the top 3 finishers in terms of like time, right? The quickest times. So there is competition, and the people who actually really do compete for that. A lot of times people go, they don't compete, they just kind of want to go and like see how good they do, and like a lot of people just go for fun. Like there was like this older couple that were like, they were like super old, but they were like in like the 40s, right? In like late 30s, 40s, right? They're like, so they're older, like I guess I don't know, like older, middle age. I don't know. I don't know when the line between like middle age to old is. I don't know where the cutoff
40,
is.
50, I think around
40,
there.
50. Okay, so they were like,
Yeah,
so I guess they weren't old, but they're like middle age, older middle age, I guess. I don't know. But they're like late 30s, like 40s, right? So they were like not really fit. They were just kind of doing it for fun. And they were like really lagging behind because they were just kind of like casually doing it. They were just, you know, people were needed help. Like they helped us a couple of times with some of the stuff we were doing. They're really cool. They're really nice about it. A lot of like the people who do Spartan race, they're really chill. Like I remember yeah, like when I first did my Spartan race, there was like a wall I couldn't get over, and I was like, damn. But I didn't want to do burpees, so I was like, fuck, I gotta try this. And then this one guy came up. He was like, hey man, you need help? He was like this like big buff guy. He's like, hey, you need help, man? He's like, yeah, just step on me, dude. Like I can boost you up. I was like, you sure? I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of I don't know, I was like 200 some pounds. I was like, hey, you sure? I'm like 200 pounds. You not gonna hurt yourself? I was like, nah, it's all good. And he helped me over the wall, right? So there are definitely a lot of nice people if you're like at certain stuff. And like a lot of the people who volunteer, who work those stations, they're also people who just join up the Spartan race and they just volunteer to do shifts, right? And so a lot of times they're pretty encouraging too. Like there was this one wall this year where I had to climb up this like it's like I don't know what the angle is, but it's like really steep, and you have to have a rope. You use like a rope to kind of like angle yourself up, and you climb up with the rope, and like the steep is like you gotta climb up this like big wall that's like slanted, and it's like metal, right? So like if you're not like properly angled, you slip. And plus like it's like, since it's sandy, you don't have any grip because the sand gets in your tread, so it's like just grainy and you just kind of slide off, right? And so like when you're doing that, like the people who are down there, they're like, yeah man, you got this, keep going. You're like almost there. They're really encouraging. So everybody's pretty cool. Like nobody's really a dick about anything, you know. If you need help, people will be there to help you if you're lucky to have there with people around you. And so like, yeah, it's nice. It's like it's a pretty good experience. I think everybody should do at least the sprint, because the sprint 3 miles isn't that hard. And yeah, like while it is like physically challenging and you will be sore after, it's definitely pretty worth it to like kind of like push yourself and get through it, right? Plus you get like a really cool medal at the end of it, so it's pretty cool.
That sounds like fun, man.
Have you ever done any terrain races before?
I haven't done a terrain race like that. I've done a marathon before though.
Like an actual marathon, like the whole 13.
UWO.
You did an actual marathon, like a whole 13 miles, or like?
Well, not the marathon. It was more like a 3K race.
Oh, okay, you did
3K. It was during the winter time. It was like the Oshkosh like.
Oh, did you do it like with the Monk Club? It was like the turkey trot or whatever, right?
No, it was the turkey. It was like something Irish.
Oh,
like
okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I still had this shirt somewhere. I don't know. It's too small for me to wear now because I'm fat. But
yeah, you fat. That's a joke.
Yeah, you'd be kind of surprised to be honest. Okay, side topic. I just weighed myself like this like past month because I haven't weighed myself in like over like a year or two, and I'm like I used to be like at least 120, like less than 120 at certain points throughout my college life, essentially, and then I came back home for a year and I weighed myself and I was like, oh shit, I'm like 140 right now. I'm like,
oh man, 140.
These shirts don't fit me anymore. These pants don't fit me anymore, dog. Dude, like I put on my jeans, my size 28 jeans. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to toss these out. I got a massive dump truck. I can't fit in these motherfuckers anymore. Fuck.
Oh man, all those beers went straight to your ass, huh?
Yeah, to my ass, bro. Yeah.
Nice,
but yeah, back on topic. It was like a race or something. I forgot what the Shamrock Shuffle. That's what it was.
Shamrock Shuffle. Okay.
Yeah, and we did it for the Monk Club. And it was very fun. I think it was also a really cold day too.
Yeah, doesn't the Shamrock Shuffle take place in like early March or some
October.
shit? Is it October?
November.
Is it November?
October, November.
I thought the turkey trot was in November, and then the Shamrock Shuffle was like in spring. Was it not? It was like early spring. Or am I wrong? Because I know there's one for each semester. There's one in each semester.
Yeah.
Because the Shamrock Shuffle is for like isn't the Shamrock Shuffle supposed to be for like the Irish holiday or whatever?
You're kind of bringing up events that I don't remember, to be honest. I don't know. I saw an event, I wanted to do it, and I just did it. To be honest.
No, because if it's the run, because I'm
pretty sure it's supposed to, but I think it's for pub crawl. It was like pub crawl weekend. You know, St. Patrick's Day is around that time.
Yeah.
and so I think they were like doing it for like St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
and stuff like
okay,
that.
so
and, like, pub crawl weekend was coming up, so it was really cold that day. It was like chilling, like biting, like.
It wasn't like
wind,
super
against
windy.
you,
Wasn't it super windy too? The you
yeah,
guys did it.
It was really bad.
Like wasn't like kind of like
if,
that wasn't like icing over or whatever like the week before.
Yeah, if you didn't have like ear protectors on you, I think I could have gotten like frostbite because I remember I got out to you had to start by the gym essentially.
Yeah.
Or the soccer field that they have now, and we started from there. And we had to run around like the whole like stadium and stuff, and then come back around like that.
Don't you guys have to go like over the bridge?
Yeah, we went over the bridge, and then we went to the like little like car wash area or the laundry.
Yeah, the car wash. Yeah.
Wash area, and then we crossed to like through the high school and into the stadium and around the stadium. But basically, yeah, it was like really cold. I'm lucky that one of my friends gave me his ear protected things because like my ears were freezing, dude. I didn't know it was gonna be that cold, and we had like a 20-minute delay or something like that. I forgot exactly what happened, but we were waiting outside for a bit for it to start too. So that was a fun experience, and then we ate pho afterwards. So I think it was worth it.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. Pho is always good after a run.
But yeah, how long did it take you to finish up that race?
Oh, the Spartan?
The Spartan race.
It took me about 3.5 hours, but that's just because I was like not fit, dude. Yeah, 3.5 hours, dude. Like actually, like literally, like the last mile, my legs gave out, and so like I was like, damn near every step I was just limping. I was like power limping the last mile.
Damn.
Yeah, because I wasn't like I don't know. I did not train well enough. Like when I did run. When I was like training, I did train a little bit, but when I ran, I never ran like the full. I never ran like a full like 5K or 10K. I just ran like 3 miles, like 2-3 miles. Like whenever I ran 2-3 miles, right? I thought maybe if I just ran like that much, I could keep a constant pace. Maybe I could be good, and I was okay, but like it was definitely not enough. Definitely didn't train enough. Like if I would have started like 3 months earlier, training 3 months before the actual event, maybe I could have brought myself up to be okay, but I did not train. I trained like 3 weeks 2 weeks before the event, so it was like less than a month, so it was bad. Like I have been going to the gym, right? I was going to the gym before that, but I wasn't like super consistent, and I definitely didn't do as much cardio as I should have, right? Like whenever I went to the gym, I would hop on the treadmill and run like, I don't know, for like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I usually ended my workouts with cardio because I rather do like a good like jog sprint and like end on like a good sweat, like a really good sweat. Plus, like especially on leg day, I don't want to run before I lift because I for a longer period, just because like I don't know, like I don't want to be lifting and pull. I'd rather pull a muscle running than lifting, because I feel like at least that way I don't drop like a heavy weight on myself or something, I don't know if it makes a difference. It's just how I feel personally. It's one of my anxieties to like drop, like to like be squatting mid squat, cramp up, and then drop all that, and then drop like 100, like 50, like 180 pounds on me, right? So yeah, I run after my workout, which definitely after a leg day you don't want to run too much either, because if you cramp on a treadmill, that's gonna hurt too. Definitely, I've cramped up on like the Stairmaster before. After it wasn't even a leg day. One time I cramped up on the Stairmaster. I was doing like an upper body day. I still cramped up on the Stairmaster. It's pretty sad. But regardless, I definitely didn't run enough. I didn't prep myself enough for the cardio side of it, and so my legs were definitely not used to running, especially not on sand, right? And so, like, I'm really not like a strong runner, and so running on sand was even worse because just because like it's just like it's just soft. You don't have as much grip, and then like it was like a mix of sand and like hard and like big and like medium sized rocks, right? Like I don't know, like 2 inches by 2 inches rock, right? Like a 2-inch diameter rock. And so like it was like a mix between like those like rocks, pebbles, and sand. So it was like no actual soil. It was just sand, right? Sand and rock. So like it was like you were running and then like it would be like slippery. There were like potholes everywhere, so if you didn't, and like so the tree roots were coming up, so like you weren't careful, you could like twist your ankle. You definitely did have to be careful on where you stepped sometimes. It wasn't like all bad. I guess it wasn't like I'm kind of exaggerating. I guess it wasn't like all sand everywhere. There were some parts where it was like solid ground, but for the most part, it was pretty sandy. It was like pretty sandy and like kind of like looser soil, and so it was kind of harder to like kind of walk around like as much. Like it wasn't like I don't know. Maybe I am like very exaggerating, but maybe that's just because my memory's like that. I don't know. I'll remember it like.
No, we gotta hype it up for like the podcast, bro. We'd be like, I almost died during my Spartan race. No kick blade.
Dude, there was a point where I almost did die.
Okay. See, even better. This
Like,
this isn't clickbait, bro.
So there's a point in the Spartan race where you gotta dip in water, right? You gotta take a dip in water.
Oh no.
And basically, there's like two ditches full of water. They're like I don't know, like knee high filled with water, and they're about like I don't know 4 feet across. So you gotta go in and through, and then you gotta go up over like I'm back on the ground. They gotta go back down into the water, right? And at this point, we're like one of the last groups to run, and so we're doing it, and the water's already fucking dirty, right? Like if you were one of the first ones there, yeah, good. Water's pretty cleanish still, so it's not good. But by the time we got there, it was like one of the last waves already. So by the time we got there, it was like super dirty, and so you gotta go in, right? But because so many people went through it, the ground has become soft, and people have stepped through, so it's like just mushy ground, right? So you step in, and you're like basically, you're like your ankle, like my whole ankle basically like went into the dirt, right? And since like that was like also within that last mile, so I was already limping, and so by that point I slid in. I had to make sure to be super careful, or else I pull a muscle, right? And at one point, I pulled my leg up a little too fast. I almost cramped, almost fell over. I would have died if I fell over, because knee high water. If you fall in, you're still like you can be underwater, right? And so I almost died. It wasn't like it was close. Like I didn't pull a muscle, thank God. But if I did, I might have not gotten out of that ditch. Yeah, but like no, I think it's fun. I think it's definitely fun, dude. Definitely, we should definitely try to round up as many guys as possible and go on a Spartan race. Let's do one for 2023. I think it'd be really fun. You can definitely start off easy with like a sprint, but if you guys want to challenge yourself more, yeah, super's fine too. Hey man, like, I'm probably the most unfit out of the whole group, and if I could do it, I'm pretty sure y'all can do it, right? So it's like we just go in, stay together, and then crush things out as a team. If you guys really want to race, really want to race, we can run solo, but
last person slams. Always goes back to drinking, man.
Yeah, dude, it always goes back to drinking.
Damn,
but hey, if you finish the race, you do get a voucher for a free alcohol to drink.
Hey.
Yeah, like since seltzers has become so popular, they give us like seltzers. But
what kind though?
It was like I forgot. It was like Mike's Hard Lemonade,
Mike's.
I think, or something. It was like the Mike Hard seltzer, and I think it was like I had the mango one. It was okay. I don't really like seltzers that much, but it was okay. Yeah, like seltzers are just like imagine like I don't know, like fizzy water, like slightly flavored fizzy water, right? Like Mike's Hard Lemonade, Mike's Hard Seltzer, or I think that's what it were. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like horrible. It's not like White Claw where it's just like tastes like TV static, But
TV static, what the fuck?
Dude.
I didn't even know that was a taste. I didn't know they could describe it a taste like that.
Dude, have you had a White Claw, man? White Claw tastes.
No, it does taste like that.
White Claw tastes like TV static, dude. Tell me I'm wrong. Hey man, if you're a White Claw drinker out there, I'm sorry. You like that? It's all. Hey, if you like that, good for you, man. Good for you. I just personally think it tastes like TV static. Like how I imagine TV static would taste like, and it's not for me. It's all good. I understand. Not everybody likes beer, and I like beer, right? So it's all good.
I feel like it's too fizzy for some reason.
I don't know. I just think White Claw has like, I don't know. White Claw I don't like how White Claw tastes.
It tastes too fizzy. Like it's too carbonated. Like is that the right term?
Maybe.
Like it's just tastes.
Maybe.
I feel like it's just too much fizz in it. That's what makes it not like good for me.
I can understand. I haven't had a White Claw in like a good 4 years. Yeah.
Damn, 4 years. God damn.
Yeah, because I started the only time I drink White Claw was like 4 or 5 years ago when it got really popular, right? Like sophomore year at college, it got really popular, and that's the only time I drink because I was like, they're like, oh yeah, try this White Claw. It's like, it's good. I was like, what is it? It's like, it's a seltzer. It's like you know, it's more like like. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how they even explain it to me. They're just like, yeah, it's not bad. I drink it. I was like, it's not that good. I don't like it. And so I never drank it again. I was like, yeah, I don't want to drink this. I don't. And then like I realized that seltzers became a really popular thing. That's why there were so many seltzer brands like the Corona coolers, whatever. You know, like
Corona, Bud Light,
like Trulies. Yeah, Bud Light got
Trulies.
Bud Light made a seltzer. You know, like there's so many seltzers now, and it's like, you know, if you like seltzers, go ahead. You know, I might shame you, but you know, it's okay. Go ahead, drink what you want to drink, right? Like you know what? Like I drink beer, you know. And the thing is, like, you know, people are gonna judge us for drinking beer. You know, I'm gonna judge you for drinking seltzer. That's how it is. You know, it's okay. Like, should you judge somebody? Probably not. But will I judge you? Fuck yeah, I will. That's how it is, right? It's just reality, you know.
Ironically, seltzers usually have more alcohol content than
yeah, they actually do. Beer. They have like a little bit more. They have like not by much, but like beer has like
2-3% more.
4,
I would say
like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
Seltzers can have like some seltzers are like
seltzers are like
6, 7,
almost 9,
8, 9. Yeah, depend on them.
And then there's like past seltzer level. It's like basically like a Four Loko essentially.
Right, and like the only seltzers that I find like actually kind of decent are like which ironically I find it's funny because like I don't like lemon flavored alcohol and like lime flavored alcohol.
Yeah,
don't really
like
that. But like the Truly's lemonades actually are decent.
Really?
Actually, those are okay. I think they're okay. The fruit punch is definitely better. The Truly's fruit punch are definitely a lot better. But like those are like the only like if I had to drink like a seltzer, I'd probably drink one of those because those are the only ones that I think have like, you know, in terms of flavor, better flavor, right? Because like I think seltzers by itself, they aren't sweet enough. They're too watery, in my opinion. They're too watery, right? And so
some of them are,
like White Claw. I feel like White Claw is way too watery. It's like way too watery and sparkly. Like it hurts to drink that. That's why it tastes like TV static. It's like slightly sweet to the point where it's kind of sour, and then it hurts because it fizzes. So it's like, it's not good. At least in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
But like the Truly's like fruit punch, they're okay. They're like, you know, alcoholic fruit punch with like a little bit of fizz. It's not too bad. Personally, I wouldn't grab them for myself personally, but if somebody handed that to me, I'd be more okay taking that.
Alright, buddy. I know what I'm getting next time.
No, dude, I'm a beer guy through and through, dude. I'd rather drink a beer than a seltzer. Like the beer I hate the most, the beer I dislike the most, at least like that everybody drinks mainstream, is probably like Corona. But I'd rather take a Corona over a seltzer any day.
Damn, that's a controversial take, bro.
I don't know. People like Coronas. That's okay. You can like Coronas. The reason I don't like Coronas is because it tastes like people like, you know, it tastes best with a lime in it. But the thing is, I don't like lime in my alcohol, so I don't like it. I don't like Corona. Right? Like
I feel like Corona is like when you put a cigar into a beer and then just mix it up, and then that's what it would taste like.
Oh, that's so
like if you legitimately throw like cigarette butts into your like beer and just drank it. That's what it tastes like. And don't even get me started on it being warm.
Dude, right? Warm Corona tastes like ass, dude.
Warm Corona tastes even worse. It's like when you spit, you're like you smoke and then you spit the smoke flavored spit into your beer and then drink that. That's what it tastes like.
Man, all those Corona guys are gonna be mad at you for that one.
Like, I don't care. I hate Corona. That's again, like I'm a Heineken kind of dude, so I feel like I have a superior taste to Corona. I'd rather take Modelo, anything else but Corona. You know, that's fine with me. I don't care.
I think in terms of like Mexican beer, like Mexican or like I don't know if it's Mexican, but like Latino beer. I think Dos Equis is my favorite.
I've never tried those.
I think Dos Equis is my favorite. I think Dos Equis is similar to like a Heineken, but like it's Mexican, you know.
It's Mexican version of Heineken.
At least that's how I feel, but maybe just because it's green. It might be a placebo. Probably is a placebo, but I felt like
Hey, that's what I think about Sapporo. Yeah, it's a Japanese. Is it
Japanese?
Or Kirin too.
I thought Sapporo was like Southeast Asian. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't drink Asian beers. Like I don't drink Asian beers.
Yeah, I mean, just recently, when I was in Chicago, I tried Kirin and Sapporo. I'm like, this is just like Heineken, but less I guess less mild in the flavor taste.
Right. You know what I do want to try?
Like it's almost there, but it's like a little bit watered down a little bit, so it doesn't taste exactly like Heineken.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool. Yeah, I don't like.
yeah,
I think.
Have you tried it yet? Have you tried Kirin?
I don't think I had
Sapporo?
Kirin. I don't think I have Kirin. I think I've tried Sapporo, but it's been a while since I've had it, so I don't know the flavor. Don't know the flavor well.
All right, I'll buy some Kirin next time.
All right, cool. Yeah,
Whenever I
looking
get a
forward to
chance.
it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Probably not. Probably not. Like I
probably
probably I definitely I always say I should probably drink less, and I definitely have been, mostly because I don't have anybody to drink with, and drinking alone it can be fun, but it's not as fun, right? Like, dude, drinking alone drinking alone can be really fun if you have something to do while you drink, but it's like at the same time that's kind of depressing, and so I don't drink alone. I don't drink alone.
Personally, people that drink alone, I feel like you kind of have to be in the kind of like a sad state to be drinking alone, man. I'm gonna be honest, because I've done that before. I have drank alone by myself before. It's not fun. It is not. I think
it depends on what you're doing, right? I think it depends on what you're doing. Yeah. Like if you're like I feel like like obviously things that you can drink alone, right? You can definitely drink alone. It depends on what you're doing though. Like you're like just sitting randomly and just drinking by yourself, that's kind of sad. But if you're like drinking, like let's say you're eating dinner, you want to have a beer. Okay, have a beer. That's fine, right? Or like you want to have wine with like a nice dinner or something. That's fine too. You can do that by yourself. Or like if you're watching a movie, you want to chill, just want to pop a beer, pop a cool one. Yeah, you can drink. Like drinking by yourself isn't necessarily a sad thing, depending on what you're doing. Like it can be from like okay to like pretty sad, depending on how you're drinking and where you're drinking and what you're doing while you're drinking.
How fast you're drinking it as well too.
But like if you're slamming by yourself, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Dude. I would not I don't slam. I would never slam by myself. Like the only time if I do slam by myself would be if I was on a video call, like beer tagging somebody or something, right?
But
that's like different. Like that, the context is different.
Social
right?
thing though. Then at that point, that wouldn't be really doing yourself.
Yeah, but like if I'm just alone, on like a Tuesday night, I wouldn't just slam a beer. That's weird, dude. Like that's pretty sad. Like,
this beer ain't gonna finish itself.
Right. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think drinking does. Oh, sorry. I want to cough real quick.
Fuck. Oh, you're not gonna have that cough cough ASMR for our viewers?
So I'm gonna cough into the mic real quick. Sorry, I had to clear my throat real quick.
I'm done. This dude came back and whispered. But
yeah, like as I was saying, I think beer drinking in general has kind of changed my like how I see like how to do activity, cause like I haven't had a like hangout where we just strictly just hang out and do things without beer being involved in it, Like I don't think I've had in a hangout or
like a dry hangout
gathering. Yeah, just a dry hangout essentially.
I think
in forever. I think the last time we did that was probably back in sophomore year, junior year.
I mean, I think if you want to do it, we definitely don't need alcohol to have fun. I think life can be more fun with alcohol, but you don't need it. Like I definitely also agree. I don't think as far as our friend group, there's definitely we haven't had like a really like a dry hangout in a while. Every time we hang out, there's a lot of alcohol, or not a lot, but there's some form of alcohol there.
It's like enough to like you could just chill and drink.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't think we need it. I don't really know why we always buy alcohol. We don't have to, right? Like because like when I feel like when I ask some of the friends like, hey, are we gonna hang out? Like, do we want to? And then, like, there's always the obligatory. Do we want drinks, right? And then like whoever's hosting sometimes feels like they don't want to drink, but they'll be like, if you want to, But like I feel like if we don't want to drink, if nobody wants to drink, right? Then no, it's not. We don't gotta drink. I think we just gotta be upfront about it instead of like skipping the question. We just gotta be like, hey, let's hang out, no alcohol, just come chill. We play a game of like Catan or something. And we do, because how are you gonna drink for a game of Catan, dude? Catan's such a slow game. Like
yeah, and then the beer's gonna be warm at that point.
I mean, if you really want to drink with Catan, like what, like every time you roll,
we did do that before one time.
I don't remember how we did
not
it,
like the roll wise, but back in sophomore year, yeah, when we used to play Katana a lot, losers drink.
Yeah, I don't know. We definitely don't need it.
We wait like a whole ass hour just to drink.
Right. We definitely don't need alcohol though. Like if we want to have a dry hangout, we just gotta hit everybody up and be like, hey, let's just have a hangout. Let's do it sober. We're all good. I think we just gotta be upfront about it. Like it's not even like a controversial take.
Last time we had a dry hangout was back when we invited us to play Jackbox at me and Peter's place. I think that's the last time I think we didn't drink.
Was it? I thought we had like
play games.
I thought we had like something. Did we not?
No, we didn't.
I don't.
Cause I was coughing like crazy that day, and I wasn't.
I don't really remember. Maybe that's why we don't do it. We definitely don't do it enough. We definitely gotta just have like a hangout, chill. No, we gotta go on like some sort of trip, like a group trip again, man. We haven't done that in a while. Like away from like.
From alcohol, like just like
from the city,
like a like a camping trip. You mean like?
Maybe not a camp. Like I don't know. You could could go on a camping trip, but
then usually camping also involves like, hey, you want to bring a case?
They don't have to. Nobody has to bring. If nobody brings alcohol, there's no alcohol. We could. Yeah. Good.
That's like fucking our trip to what is it? The bluff.
Elson Buff, Elson Bay.
Yeah, Elson Buff. Like we're like, all right, here's a cooler. And I was like, you got beer in it, right? He's like, yeah, I actually got a bottle. I was like, oh my god.
That wasn't me though. That wasn't my call.
Yeah, that's fucking Lee Dong's fucking thirsty ass. Jesus.
And man's birthday. Let him drink.
Luckily though,
it was fun.
Luckily though, it was fun. It was fun. And when you get to the bottle, all we did was drink beer and just having a boys moment. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think alcohol does kind of change my perspective on like just how we hang out and what I kind of do during hangouts, because like for me, I don't mind casually drinking, I kind of got used to it, and it's not like, sometimes, some people do get a little crazy and be like, hey, let's just start slamming this right away since it's getting warm, and then the next person like, oh, it's your round, might as well pass one out, right?
Right.
And then it ends up with us like buying another case and whatnot. I've had that happen before, but I think now I'm more upfront, like, hey, I just want to chill. Maybe we can drink some beer. We cannot.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
If it's my party, at least. If it's like if I'm hosting, like just like a chill out, I think that's fine with me.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
It's a completely different story when someone else is like doing like a toast. Because that's why I've been so fucked up these past Sundays. Because it's always like, let's just chill. And then it's never let's chill. Let's get drunk until like 12 a.m.
You can leave, right?
Yeah.
You can just leave, right?
Yeah, but then you miss out the experiences. Of like,
so you should blame yourself, putting yourself in situations.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's not my fault. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, it is my fault. I'm 100% to blame. I'll be honest. Yeah, if I don't hang out though, I would miss moments, because there have been times where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna head out real quick. I'm gonna head out first, and then I look at people's snaps the next day. I'm like, damn, I fucking missed out on that shit.
Okay. So let's talk about those moments. Okay, those moments that you stay for. What are these moments that you're staying for, and are they actually that good of a moment that you have a FOMO about it?
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny, to be honest. So let me start all the way back from basically that week that you won the Spartan race, because that was Sheboygan Tourney weekend, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So basically that we had an EDM night on Friday, and our friend Lee Dong came over, because I'm like, yeah, bro, like he's like, oh, I don't know, man, like I don't have a place to sleep at or anything, man. I don't know, I want to come through, but I don't got. I'm like, bro, my place is always open for you, man. And then once I said that, I was like, I bet I'll come through right now then. And then he posted on Facebook like, yeah, I'm coming through. And then he came over, and then he had his like bottle that we had from his birthday before we went to Elson Buff, where we never finished. And he was like, hey, Brandon, you want to finish this? Just you and me? I was like, oh my fucking god. It's like about, I would say, less than a fifth of the bottle left. I think it was Crown, the original, like the Crown, original Crown. I forgot what's it called.
It's just Crown Royal. Just Crown Royal regular.
Yeah, just Crown Royal, but it did not taste good. It's probably the worst tasting Crown of all the Crowns, to be honest.
I can't exactly say I know how all the Crowns taste, because I haven't had the peach one, But I definitely
I don't think you
prefer
can.
Crown Apple over.
Wait, you can't drink the peach one, can you?
No, I mean,
that's
I'm
right,
allergic
yeah.
to
You're the one
peaches.
allergic-
I don't
yeah,
want to
you're allergic
risk
to peach,
it.
so-
I don't want to risk dying.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good. I heard it's the best
It
one.
is good.
But
It actually
I
is
don't.
the best one out of all.
I don't know, man. Dude, I hate it because peach flavor is like one of the best flavors, right?
Yeah.
Like everything that's peach flavor usually is the best in terms of like alcohol
I
version.
would.
But like I can't have it because I mean, I might be able to get it, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to die because I'm allergic to it.
I would recommend drinking plum then, because plum tastes like a
Ooh,
sweeter version.
I didn't
of
know there
peach.
was plum Crown Royal.
Oh no, there's not. I mean, sorry. There's no plum Crown Royal, but you should drink plum like drinks like alcohol.
Plum alcohol drinks. I don't know. I don't
Like
know many of
soju?
them.
I have a soju bottle that is plum because we bought it at Chicago. We had some at Chicago at their Korean barbecue place, and it was like really good.
Cool.
So next time I see you, I'll bring my bottle
Right.
and we can drink it.
Bet.
This is really good. It's really it goes through really clean, and it doesn't burn or anything. It's just really really sweet.
All right,
And,
cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll bring it next time. But basically, he came back, or he came, gave us a bottle. I'm like, fuck it, we had to drink this, so might as well pregame, right? And we drank it all, and I'm like, dude, you want to try the new Crown like cans they have essentially, like the I don't know if it's like the liquor in the can because it's like 9% alcohol, but it's like, how do I explain this?
Liquor in
I'll
a
find a
can.
photo of it and I'll post it up on screen. It's basically like soda, but it's not. It tastes exactly like the bottles essentially, but I think with less alcohol content in it.
Like a hard soda.
Yeah, but there's no soda flavor to it. It's like no sweetness to it. It's just literally the liquor bottle into like a can, a carbonated can essentially. It was
That sounds like absolute poison, dude.
it
Like
was
fizzy,
poison. I
just
gave it to
fizzy
him.
alcohol. Like it's like 90%.
It wasn't really fizzy. It was flat. It's kind of flat to be honest.
So is it kind of like an Everclear?
No, it wasn't like an Everclear. It's more like it. You know, I bought the Crown Royal Apple one version.
Yeah.
It tastes exactly like the liquor, but in like a soda can that's flat soda essentially.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
I don't. It's so hard to explain. I'll show you. I'll show you later.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
It did not taste good. You can ask Lee Dong and Tevin too, because I gave them both on Saturday, or I gave Tevin on Saturday, but I gave it to him, me and Lee Dong on Friday, and we're like, just test this out, and we drank it. We're like, hey bro, this isn't good, and he's like, yeah. Like, we just dump this out, like yeah. I would just dump this out in the sink. It's like we did like one sip, we're like, nah, this ain't the move, bro. This fucking tastes like ass, and we just dumped it out. I don't know why it looked appealing. I just thought that it was gonna be like a not like a seltzer, but like kind of like a sweeter version of it or some shit. But it was not. It did not taste good.
Oh,
So
interesting.
basically, we drank and pre-gamed, and then we went to the EDM night, right?
Uh-huh.
And we came. I think we went like a little bit earlier than we wanted to go, because our friend Alex was performing, and his set was about to come up, but they were like about 20 minutes behind or so. And so when we came there, we're like, fuck it, let's just get some drinks in us. And then we took some shots at the bar. He introduced me to the Puerto Rican hooker, right? I think that's
Puerto
what
Rican-
the drink was called. It's basically like tequila and pickle juice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Right. Puerto Rican
basically
hooker.
that. It's basically that. And it's alright. It doesn't taste that bad. The pickle juice really does kill like the taste of it.
That's what I've heard. I heard pickle
And-
juice really kills the taste of alcohol, right? And so it's
does,
like really
it
good
does.
for like as a chaser
But it's
or
really
like a
sour
mixer.
though, because since you're just straight up drinking the pickle juice.
Yeah, but isn't it just like damn near like vinegar, like straight almost
Essentially,
straight
yeah,
vinegar?
it is.
It makes sense, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. Like that's too sour for me. I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like pickles are nice,
Yeah,
but I don't think I could take a shot of pickle juice. That's just not for me.
Yeah. We just did that, and then our friends started performing, right? And so we were up there, or we were up front. I mean, we went all the way to the front, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we saw these two black guys. Like one of them was like fucked up, by the way. He was like leaning on the stage, and his friend was like hella hyped. And so we were dancing with his friend, and we were like fucking just vibing with him and dancing. It was like hella fun. And then they left. I think his friend got like he was about to throw up, so he took his friend home, I think. So second song comes up, and it's after the drop already, so it's like kind of like a calm like stage of the song, right? And then so from behind, someone grabs me from like like my stomach, like on the side of my stomach, and then onto my and one hand's on the side of my stomach and one hand's on my shoulder, right? And this came at me so quick that I thought it was like a security guard, like trying to restrain me. And so I'm like, or I thought it was like a friend of mine at first. Sorry, I thought it was a friend of mine at first. So I'm like, oh man, look at this Joker, bro, touching me and shit. So I grabbed it, right? I tried to remove it, but then they gripped it even harder on me. And I was like, okay, this is kind of fucking awkward now. I'm like, am I getting kicked out right now? So, yeah, I looked up, right? Because I thought it was going to be like one of the big security guard dudes. And then I didn't see anybody. But then I see someone's like fucking head popping up below me. So I look at it. It's like a fucking 5-foot Asian girl. And me and her had like a second, like just staring at each other. And I'm like, hello? And I asked her like, hello? And she's like, are you okay? And then I'm like, and at that moment I was still processing like what's happening right now. So I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm good. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she just turns around and leaves. And then I'm like, and I turn around to the stage, and then Lee Dong's fucking still hyped up and dancing, right? So he didn't see any of this. And I'm just like looking around like, yo, did that just fucking happen, dog? Like, what the fuck just actually happened? And I turned around to find like the lady to actually talk to her, and she just disappeared the whole night. I didn't see her for the rest of the night. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck just happened right there, bro? Like, I just got touched unwantedly. I was a fucking victim. I was like, what the fuck?
You're a survivor.
Like, so, this is the fucking it's a super hot video. You're a victim.
Oh yeah.
Dude, no, I'm like, okay, I'm like genuinely serious. I was actually kind of scared because like,
wait,
it just happened
wait,
so quick, like,
you bonked her on the head or what?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't hit her. Like, I was just up front dancing and like, vibing, right?
Completely
so, like,
miss her.
Basically, I have my arms crossed and like I'm vibing with the music, right? And I don't know if she thought that I was like spazzing out or like I was like having like a, you know, like a.
You having a moment?
I don't even know how to describe it. Like she thought like I was drunk. I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming. Right. This is like I'm giving her like the extreme benefit of the doubt, right? That she thought that I was drunk. And so I was just like processing like, okay, first of all, why did she grab me by my waist and my shoulder when she could have just tapped me on my shoulder to see if I was okay? You know? So why did she restrain me? Like I was like freaking out, like I was about to spaz out or something.
Ayo, was she cute?
I don't remember. I was kind of
damn.
Kind of like again, okay. It happened so quickly. I couldn't even register her face. Like, do I even know this girl? Like, who is she? Like, that didn't come into my head. All I thought was like, why did she touch me? And why didn't she just like? She had many options and choices to like tell me or ask me if I was okay, and she chose the least favorable one. You know. And so I was just like thinking, like, yo, I don't actually know what's happening right now, and I'm kind of freaking out because this shit just happened. So it happened within 10 seconds. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's how quick it happened. And at that point, my vibe, I was like really feeling the music, and it just completely killed my vibe. Like, I was like stone faced, sober, and I was like pretty upset at that point. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened, dude? Like, this girl literally just killed my vibe and then walked away. Like nothing happened. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah! No! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
I need some drinks in me. And so I was like talking to Lee Dong. And Lee Dong was like, again, this is Lee Dong. He's fucking still partying up front and everything. And I'm like tapping. And I was like, bro, you see that? You see this happened? I was like, he's like, what happened? And he's like laughing. And like,
that is such a Lee Dong thing though. He's such a clueless, happy drunk dude. If he's feeling it, he's feeling it. He's like drunk dude, tunnel vision.
Yeah. So he didn't see or hear anything, and so he was just like,
it was just you two at that point, right?
Yeah, it's just us two. And I was like, yo, did you see what just happened? I was like, no. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked around, and no one else like came up to me like, yo, do you know that girl? Like no one came up to me or like looked at us any like weirdly at all. It was just weird. So I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck just happened right here? Like, I need to go get a drink, man. And I took Lee Dong. I was like, bro, let's just go grab a drink, bro. I need a shot real quick. And but on the bright side is though, when we did order shots, I bought 2 Hennessy shots and 2 Puerto Rican hookers, right? And I only had to pay for the tequila shots. I was only charged $16. So
Damn, you just like took off the Henny, huh?
yeah, I just took
off the
Henny.
Henny.
Didn't charge me for that or anything. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm like, I don't care. So yeah. And then after that, I actually had a pretty great night after that, cause then Alice's shows like he actually started ramping up his music, and everyone was like dancing and headbanging. I was headbanging like crazy. It was pretty fun. I think the next day when I woke up, my whole like neck area was like completely sore. It was so stiff that I couldn't even like look up and down for like a bit. That's how sore my neck was. So,
Hey, what the head do? What that neck do?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
but
Jokes
aside, man, I'm glad nothing happened to you. I'm good. Glad nothing happened to you.
Yeah,
that is lucky.
like,
That is real weird. That is real weird. But it could have been worse. But good thing it wasn't.
It could have been a lot worse.
Good thing it
Yeah,
wasn't.
could've
Good
been
thing
a
it
lot worse.
wasn't.
You know, it felt like you know, like one of those stalkers, like coming up to you and just like saying like, "Oh hi," like, "How are you doing? I didn't know you were gonna be here," type of vibe. That's what I felt like, you know. I felt like that. I feel like she was eyeing me down the whole night, and then she saw her opportunity and she took it. You know, that's why.
Like for real,
that's the kind of vibe she gave off.
That's pretty creepy. Okay, that's pretty unsettling. I won't lie.
Yeah.
That's pretty unsettling.
Cause it just, again, I'm telling you right now, if I ever see someone like fucking drunk as fuck or like rolling, I would never grab them. You know, even if it's like a good friend of mine, I would at least like touch their shoulder first, like, hey, are you good? You know. Like, I don't think that I would never restrain like a friend like that, you know. And it felt so weird. I'm like, who does this to someone that they don't even know, too. She didn't even say like, oh hey Brandon, are you doing okay? Like, she didn't even know my name. She didn't even know who I was. She just asked if I was okay or not. That's it.
No, I think it would have been more creepy if she knew your name, bro. If she knew your name, that would have been even more.
Yeah, if she
creepy.
knew my name and I didn't know her name,
that would have been
way
even more
creepy.
creepy. Like some random chick, like,
Yeah.
hey Brandon, you good? Like, whoa, who the fuck are you?
Like, who the hell are you? Hey, look, man. I know. There's only so many like 5 feet and under girls I know, right? And she did not fit any like my
Yeah, those categories.
like any like those derogatories of like women that I know that are that short. Like, so I'm like, who is this woman? Like, what is she doing here? Like touching me like this shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah. So we hung over, right? And then we're like, fuck it, let's just go to Attorney, get some food, watch some people play, and then we'll prepare for Ching's concert, which is happening on later on Sunday or Saturday night. And that's when our friend Tevin came over, right? And I showed him like the drink, and he's like, bro, what the fuck is this shit, man? This tastes like ass. I'm like, yeah, we know. And then I think we took like some more shots too, and then we decided to go back to Ranchitos again. And then we saw our boy Alvin there, right? And so we're like, yeah, let's go buy some drinks. Let's buy some drinks, right? And at this place they have two main bars. One is like by the stage area, one's by the entrance. And we went to the entrance area, and there's like a pool table, and there's like a little small counter that you could order shots from. That's like kind of connected off. It's like the thing that connects it off, cuts it off, is the entrance that the bartenders could come in and out of.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was sitting there waiting for drinks to order it, right? And this is a Mexican guy. He's just sitting there by himself, and he looks at me, right? And I'm like, oh, what's up, man? And then he's like, oh, hey. And he starts speaking to me in Spanish, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell's going on right now? And I'm like, so I was like, I did my the most broken Spanish. I think I said like, no habla español. I think that's what you say when you say you can't speak.
Yeah, it's close. It's no hablo español.
Oh.
You use like the wrong verb of hablar.
Yeah.
I think hables is like past tense, or like if it's like it's a.
No, I said no habla español. That's why I said.
Habla. Yeah. Okay. Habla is like Yeah, it's
like
the wrong. I
speak,
forgot.
right?
I took Spanish. I should know this, but I forgot. I haven't used it in so long. But
That's basically
it's
what I
close.
said,
It's
like,
basically
word
they'll
for
get if they speak Spanish, they should know what that means, right?
And then what made this even more funny, he just waved it off like no, it's okay. Like, he said, no, it's okay, that's fine. You don't need to know Spanish. And he just keeps talking to me in Spanish, right? And he put his arm around me and starts speaking to me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like this dude just has a full on conversation in Spanish, and I'm like, I had no idea what this man is fucking talking right now. And like, and then he started asking me questions like I understood, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. Because I think he'd be like, I forgot what he said exactly, but he was like, he said something and he would pause like he's waiting for me to answer back, and I'm like, yeah, I understood that. Like, yeah, that's crazy, bro.
See.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. And then at the end of it, he just like, he says, I think he says thank you for listening. I think that's what he said. I don't remember word for word he said, but I'm pretty sure he said that. And he gives me like a pat on the shoulder, like, hey, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. And then I give some dap, and I'm like, yeah, cool, man. And then I go back to Alvin and them, Alvin Temin, and Temin's like, hey, bro, you know that guy? He's like, hell no, I don't know who that guy is. they were like standing back, looking this. They were just watching this whole thing play down. They didn't like intervene or anything. Just like, we're just gonna let this happen, bro.
Dude, I was surprised. Like friggin' Temin didn't do anything, because doesn't that dude have like a minor in Spanish?
I think so, yeah.
Isn't he like a Spanish minor?
Yeah, this dude, he had a whole trip for his like
study abroad. He studied abroad in Spain.
Yeah,
I think
study
like
abroad trip.
Salamanca or something.
I don't know. All I know is I got left hung to dry, man. No one came to save me. I was just there for a solid like 5 minutes just talking to this man, and I had no idea what the fuck he was saying, but it was the most interesting conversation I ever had, and I didn't understand any of it. So that was pretty cool. I don't even remember what even happened other than that. I think that's the only thing that I remember from that night.
That's it? Yeah, y'all party that hard? You remember one thing? Crazy.
I mean, the only thing I really remember is just like you drinking with other people. That's it. But that's not like, it's just like, oh, my buddy came. All right, let's drink with him. Oh, he's passing out beer. Let's drink with him too. Then that's basically how it is. The concert was pretty good. I liked it. That's my first time I think hearing. Oh, second time hearing Sinead perform in person, so it was pretty good. Yeah. And then we stayed till closing, and then we went to another bar afterwards to order food. And I honestly don't even remember getting to that bar at that point because we were so drunk. And I remember just ordering the food, and the next day it like killed my stomach. I had to use the bathroom all morning.
Yeah, you had the dads.
Yeah, at the dads, at the runs, man. It was not fun. But we went to go eat pho in Milwaukee afterwards on Sunday, and that was really good.
Where'd you guys go?
I think we went to this place called Pho 124.
124. What does that stand for? Is that like the area code?
No. That's like the place, like the actual.
Yeah, what does the 124 stand for?
It's called 124. I don't know.
That's just its name.
It's just called Pho 124 because there's a pho place next to it which I ate before, which is called Pho for You, and that place was actually pretty good as well too. So.
All right, cool.
I found 3 good pho places in Milwaukee, so I know where to go eat pho.
Yeah, I've never had pho in Milwaukee, but
no,
it'll happen. It'll happen when it happens.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I woke up later that night because I got invited to like a Sunday Fun Day event at Ranchitos again, and then we stayed up till like fucking 5 in the fucking morning, and then I forgot the fucking there's like a Thai song, right? I think the dude is like Ali A and MD.
I don't listen to Thai music, unfortunately.
I think those are the singers. I think don't put me wrong on this, but I have a cousin of mine and a friend of mine that look exactly like the singers. And one of my friends recorded them.
Oh, I saw the snap. I remember that.
yeah. That shit was funny, bro, because they look exactly like the fucking video. And his video blew up like crazy. Like even the singer, I think Ali, he saw the video and he shared it.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, dude. See, that's like, I'm telling you, bro, if I didn't stay up late that night, I would have never experienced that. That shit was pretty funny. I would rather do it while not drunk, but you know, it is what it is. Things happen.
Right, it's just the life you
that
live.
That was my that was basically my recap of that weekend of Sheboygan Tourney weekend. Cause I think the weekend after that was my birthday, and I honestly don't even remember what I did for my birthday. I think we had a grill out, and then I had toasted some beers and some shots, and then next thing you know, I was at Dave's. But then I guess I chose a really bad day to go to Dave's, because they have an upstairs and downstairs, right? And the upstairs is usually open. And so when I went, they were like, yeah, we closed the upstairs, so no one could go up. I was like, oh.
No, why was it closed? Like renovations or just because?
No, they just closed it. I think they didn't have enough people, so they're just like, yeah, we shouldn't close it. And so there wasn't a lot of people, by the way. And then I think like only like 4 people showed up to it. I don't really remember. Yeah, I was kind of drunk, and then I took some shots at the bar, and then I got home. I was like fucking wasted. And I woke up the next day, and I realized I didn't ask anyone to like help clean up, so all the mess was still outside. And my mom was like, "Did you go look outside?" Yeah, I was like, "No." It's like, "Good, cause you need to clean all that up by yourself." And I was like, "What?" And I looked, there's like fucking trash everywhere. There's bottles on the ground, like rolling up to like the damn near to the street essentially. There's broken glass because we had glass bottles.
Oh,
too.
that sucks to clean up.
I still have a video I'm editing where I have like a time lapse video that I'm still editing right now.
Of you cleaning up the back
Of me like
backyard?
cleaning up the fucking mess because it was so fucking damn messy.
What's the title?
I
What's the title? Consequences to my actions.
No, it's cleaning up after Hmong parties. Because literally like I cleaned only like a quarter of it, and I'm like, yo, I should probably just record this to just see how like fucking messy it was. Because before I recorded it, it was even more messy. So the video doesn't even do justice how messy it was. But it was my fault though. I didn't ask anyone to clean up. So I was too busy having fun, and it was pretty bad. There was like so much warm Corona bottles because my dad invited his friends over too, and they I guess they love Corona because they opened it, and then some people just left the Corona like open and unopened, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking put this in the freezer. No one's gonna fucking drink this. I opened that motherfucker.
Dude, if you
and all the fucking stench of that warm beer hit my nose, and I'm like, I almost threw up because like, dude, this shit smells like ass.
Dude, warm
bro.
Corona doesn't smell good. Warm Corona smells bad. Actually, if you have
so
does your mom have a garden?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so what my mom does is if there's old beer,
or you just throw it onto the plants.
There's certain plants that that when you give beer to them, it's actually kind of beneficial to. I don't know why or how this works. I think lemongrass is what my mom likes to use old beer on. So like, we have old beer. She would like pour give it to like the lemongrass or something, and that would help the lemongrass grow. I think it's lemongrass. I don't remember exactly. I gotta ask my mom about that, but I know old beer is good for certain plants. So if you have old beer and you have like a garden, don't toss it out. Like even if you like do like sugary drinks, right? Like soda, sometimes that's okay for some plants too. Like I don't know how well that is. I don't know if it's even like a good recommendation to pour soda on plants, because like the sugar content and stuff might throw it off. But definitely like I think as long as it isn't, I think as long as it isn't like salt water, you should be okay to pour to like give it to some plants to use. Because yeah, like my mom uses old beer for some of her like plants, usually like medicinal herbs, and like I think lemongrass is what she uses for it, and apparently that helps it grow. I don't know, I don't have any like evidence to back it up. I just think this is what my mom told me. So yeah, if you have old beer, use it on that. I think that's good.
Yeah,
I think
man.
you should definitely do your own research, but that's what I've been told.
Professor with a degree right here, man. Professor with a degree. He be spitting facts. No one even knows. He just be telling y'all. That's why this man's called Professor with a degree now. He knows everything about everything, man.
I know a little bit about everything. Not enough though. I'm not like I wish I knew more about stuff.
Yeah. There was fish too that apparently we just decided to cook and let it like kind of char and leave it out on the grill. That was pretty fun to clean out. Charred
fish is like so nasty. Cause like I feel like
they
fish dry so like
they can
quick.
just cook the insides and just eat it. That's it. That's it. They don't eat the skin or anything. They just eat the insides. So that's the reason why they char it so bad. Cause like when I got it, it was burnt. That motherfucker was like burnt, not even charred. That shit was burnt to like a crisp. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then also, it was trash day too, and I woke up at 1 o'clock roughly or 12, and I didn't get done till like basically like 2:30 or something around that time frame. And I was hungover too, so they made it even worse. Shit, like that was like the most like hurt I've been in a while cleaning up shit.
Right, dude. Cleaning up while you're hurt is the worst.
Experience, dude.
Yeah, you gotta take a break every 5 minutes. Take a breather. It's the worst.
Yeah, like your sense of smell is like heightened up too, so you smell everything.
Did anybody puke? Did anybody reload overnight?
Thankfully no.
Oh, that's the worst.
Thankfully,
like the worst is like having to like clean up puke while you're hungover. That's the worst.
Pukes and you gotta clean off your lawn. Yeah, that's not fun. It's not a fun time. But yeah, that was a very fun birthday, and I think we did something that Saturday too. I think I'm not 100% sure, because I remember I was like talking to my sister or something, and I was telling them I'm like, yo, would it be kind of funny if like someone just threw an event party right now? And then my sister was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Don't jinx it. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it. And like literally around like 10 o'clock, they're like, hey bro, come through. I was like, oh, fuck. They actually did throw a fucking party. And then it was also not a fun time, dude. That shit actually hurt. Because we stayed up till like fucking 2 or 3 o'clock again. And I'm like, bro. Oh no, sorry. I think that was on Sunday. I don't know. I got my days mixed up because I was drinking like every single weekend at that point. So honestly, I don't remember my timelines at this point. I'm just fucking alcoholic as hell. So.
You gotta go on a cleanse, bro. Just gotta go on a cleanse.
Yeah. Like fucking every weekend is like the same. Essentially, just go to a place, drink, wake up, rest for like a couple hours, go back to the same place and drink again. Jesus. I need to cleanse my body for real.
Yeah, dude, just take like a week. Just take a week to be sober, man.
Yeah.
You might have to go to AA. You're like living, dude. You're like living like you're back in like sophomore year of college.
I think this is freshman year for me, dude. This ain't even sophomore year.
Dude, you're old now. You can't be doing that anymore. You gotta take care of yourself. Don't you know we're old men? We can't be drinking like that anymore.
I need to channel Prodigy back, man. I need that man, bro. That man needs to come back. Whose man is this, bro? I need to fucking do like Aang when he hits his like fucking
hit his pressure points. Yeah, channel the old avatars, the avatar spirit.
Yeah, but the over avatar is just me. It's just like only me. That's it, bro. I need that form again, dude. I've shown glimpses of my old form, but I don't think I can ever fully go back to that form, man. I don't think my liver can go back to how it was freshman year, dude.
I think you're not drinking enough water.
That's true. I think
sneak water, dude. Every time you drink beer, just sneak water. Like have a water bottle on you at all times. Yeah. That way, you're probly gonna survive.
I've been doing that.
And make sure you like drink multiple bottles of water throughout the night. That way, you'll look strong as fuck.
Yeah, this past weekend, my friend's birthday was up, and I did drink a lot of water in between drinks, so it did help me a lot, and I was able to last throughout the whole night because I think I got there around like 5-ish. 5-4, because I had to help out Lidong with his music video shoot. Unfortunately, I was not a part of the music video because I was a little late because I had another event I had to do for my uncle, and that took a lot longer than I thought, and so I showed up late to the music video shoot essentially. And though I think there's some B-roll of us like dancing, but other than that, it's I'm not in it. But that's pretty cool. They had a stage at Two Rivers, right, on the beach. There's like a stage area where they're performing at, and then I think Tevin asked if they could use the stage for a bit for their music video shoot, and it went pretty well. They only needed like at least one take for that. So, also they only had enough time for one take only too, because I think they were about to perform like 5 minutes after like they shot the music video. So. But it was pretty cool being behind the scenes of the music video and supporting my boy, because I know he's been working a lot in his music career.
Right, dude. I wish I could have made it to that music video shoot, but I worked that day. I worked 10 to 5 that day, so I couldn't make it. Cause like I was looking at it, right? I was looking at it because it was like supposed to take place like the weekend before, but they had to cancel it because they got rained out.
Sunday.
And then and so they were gonna do it, and then like I happened to work, and it was sad. I was sad because I was like, dude, I wanted to go, but I couldn't make it. And it was just like, because like, I think when I got off, if I got off at 5, if I would have went, they would have been done by the time I got there.
We would have been. We already left around like 6.
Yeah, I would have been.
Apparently, the beach closes at 6 or some shit. From what Dong said.
That's random. 6 is so early for the beach to close.
Like, I asked him like, "Are you sure it closes at 6? Because they perform till like 7.
Or are they talking about? Or did they lose the pavilion at 6?
No, the pavilion, like I think that's what it's called, right? The pavilion.
Yeah, pavilion's like the big building.
Yeah, I think that place is open to people who's listening to the music, but I think the beach itself is closed.
That's weird. How do you close the beach at 6? That's so early. You have like 2 hours.
6 or 7.
You have 2 hours of sunlight left if you close the building at 6. If you close the beach at 6.
I don't know, man. I don't live up there, bro. So I don't know.
That's weird.
I kind of already don't like Two Rivers because when I got there, my data just stopped working. So.
Really?
Either that, it's either the place or my phone sucks. And
who's your carrier? Who's your carrier?
Phone, oh, it's Verizon.
Verizon sucks up there. That sucks. Over there, that sucks, dude. I was about to say, yeah, Sprint. That makes sense. Sprint's fucking ass, but Verizon, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's unsettling because I'm on Verizon too.
Old, yeah. My phone's really old right now. It's like I've had it for at least 2-3 years now.
What is it? What kind of phone is it?
It's a iPhone XR.
I don't know how old that is, but it's not new. I know that.
It came out at the time the iPhone 10 was about to come out.
Oh, okay, so it's not. It's kind of old. Yeah.
It's 3 generations old. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of old.
Usually a smartphone usually lasts around 2 years, 3 years before you should switch it out. And I think it's starting to be that time because that's when your SIM card started acting up too. So. Yeah,
and I hate that. That like the mobile industry. They really just. They really do set you up for failure. Like you can have the top-notch phone, right? Like I have the Galaxy S20 Ultra, which is like the flagship phone of its generation. But it's already like, and like it's been like 2 years, and now it's like a piece of shit.
It's fucked up.
Now it's acting like a piece of shit, dude. Like and like, dude, I hate it too. Like for some reason, but like the worst things about my phone I find is that when you don't charge it with the wire that it comes with, you don't get the fast charge. Even if you're like the old version fast charging, that fast charging doesn't mean shit if you don't use the charger wire that you got, because without the ultra charge wire, you have like no charge rate, and you can be. And I can't even charge my phone through like my car USB because like it's so slow. It takes like 3 hours for it to charge from like 20%, right? And so it sucks. It's so bad. So you can't even charge. Like you barely charge in the car, you know. And then the other thing that sucks about it is that whenever like it goes from 5G to 4G, the data gets like abysmally slow. Like 4G should still be good, right? 4G should still be good internet speeds, right? But no, I can have like 3 bars of LTE. That's worse than 1 bar of 5G, bro. Like.
Jesus.
Yeah, like how does that work? Like 5G is not that much better. It can't be that much better than 4G, right? There's no way.
Apparently it
is. And if it is, well, 4G should still be good, right? No, 4G sucks, dude. Like 4G, sometimes you can't even load a picture on fucking Messenger. That's how bad it is. I was like, dude, this sucks, dude. First world problems.
Technology, am I right? My fellow boomers, right? We all hate technology around here. I wish flip phones were still the thing.
People say that. Actually, you know what? People, dude, you know what? One thing I heard people said to me all the time when I had a flip phone, they're like, "Oh, flip phones, you know, there's such like a novelty to them. Like flip phones, if you get mad at somebody on a call, you can just flip them and close it, right?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
I miss doing that.
People say that, but flip phones fucking suck. You can't do anything on a flip phone. Like people always say like, oh, flip phones, if you're angry, you can like, it's like do this, that, or you can flip it open and close. It's like, you know. Yeah, but like you don't realize that like a smartphone is just so much better than a flip phone. Flip phones fucking suck, dude. Flip phones are fucking horrible. I don't know why you want a flip phone, right? Like
I mean, it's like those Didn't they? I think Samsung created.
Yeah,
it as well.
Samsung has
You
two
flip
flip
it.
phones. One's like
Yeah.
a sandwich. One closes like a sandwich, and one closes like
The
a,
one
like a
actually
hot
closes
dog.
like a flip phone.
They're kind of cool. They're kind of cool. It's kind of cool how they made it, but at the same time, it's like, it's
I think it definitely does save space.
it can.
To be honest.
It can save space,
can.
but they're like, but it's
Yeah.
still pretty thick. So
I think it is a novelty kind of item. It
Yeah.
really is a novelty item.
I don't know. I don't think it's there for
Going back
everybody.
to the photo shoot.
Yeah, photo shoot.
The video shoot.
Music video. Yeah.
Yeah, music video. Sorry. Yeah, it went pretty well. And then they were like, "Yeah, Brandon, you want to go all the way up to Green Bay and drink?" I'm like, no.
Is that where they went? They
Because
went
then
all the
I
way up
would
to
have
Green
to
Bay?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, that's what they told me. So I was like, haha, no, because then I would have to sleep over because I'm not going back home.
Right.
That's a fucking like 2 hour ass
Yeah.
drive to fucking back to Sheboygan. So I'm like, fuck it, go back home. And then go to my friend's birthday party and then fucking drink the whole night, and then also go to the bars later that night too. Hella hungover the next day, and then I woke up. I was like, damn, I'm fucking sore everywhere. What the fuck just happened? Like that night was such a blur. I think we did squats. I wish someone took a video of it, but so at this corner, right? I think it's just a bunch of us dudes just talking, and then someone mentioned like, I bet I could squat you, bro.
What? Did somebody
And then-
squat you?
Like one of my cousin Eric, the one that looks like MD,
Uh-huh.
he actually was like, hey bro, like let me squat you real quick, cause I was the smallest dude there at the circle, so I'm like, all right, bet, cause I'm like 140, so I'm like, I don't have that.
Yeah, you're not
heavy.
that heavy. I could probably squat you too.
Yeah. Basically, he did like 3 clean reps of it, and then he couldn't do it anymore. Or the first time he couldn't do it properly. I think he was too sore from someone else, because I think he did like he squatted someone else's like at like 110 or something, and like his knees gave out. Or something.
Knees gave out. Rip.
Yeah, I wish someone was recording it, to be honest, because it was like a basically like a lift session essentially, because everyone's just going around like, yo, I bet you can't lift me, and he just starts lifting everybody.
Like,
Or squatting.
how was he lifting you
Starts,
guys? Was he just like,
squatting people.
was this like the like attitude adjustment lift?
So basically, we just go on this piggyback. It's a piggyback ride essentially.
Oh, you guys just sit on his shoulders?
No, it's a piggyback ride.
Oh, piggyback. Oh, piggyback.
On my
right,
back.
right, right.
Yeah. So we're just carrying it. And I was able to lift him up too, because he was like, okay, bro, you lift me now. I was like, I don't know, man. I haven't done like a squat in like a while, so I don't think I can be able to do it. But surprisingly, he's actually not that hard to hold up. It's actually very easy to hold him up. And I think he's like 180. So I lifted him up. I was like, oh, this ain't that bad. And as I was going down, I tried going back up, and my knees was like, nah, not today. And it just gave out, and I fucking fell. Like, I could have busted my shit, like my ACL and shit, because I felt pretty bad. I felt pretty fucking bad, dude, because like I went down quick, dude.
This dude got almost got the Caleb City leg folding animation.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, dude. Because like my knees fucking gave out, dude. Like I'm not even joking about that shit. Like I literally could like busted my knee because it was just like he was a lot heavier going down than it was like lifting, like just straight up like lifting him up, like. And I guess it just means I gotta work out more, you know. Let's see, what else did we do that night too? Everyone was like swigging bottles because we ran out of shot cups, so they're just like waterfalling the bottle, the fucking like liquor bottles. So that got everyone pretty fucking drunk. And I don't really remember what we did at the fucking at the bars, to be honest. There's a lot of beer. A lot of people bought a lot of beer. That's all I remember. I think
That's funny. That's funny. Like,
Fuck,
yeah,
dude.
just
It's like,
drinking.
this whole
We
weekend
go
was
to the
like-
bars. We just drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right, dude.
we just
Honestly.
drank, dude. That's all we did. All we did was just drink. I think I don't even remember what else we did at the party, to be honest. Because all I remember was just the squats. That's it, and the workout that we all did. Oh, and then we had I think the birthday boy's like little brother. I think his name was like Ethan or something. We like fucking everyone was like hyping him up, like, bro, do some push-ups, do push-ups. And then he did like 10 push-ups, and everyone was like all hyped up and shit, like, oh my god, he did it. And everyone was like chanting his name and shit. I don't think I had the video of it, unfortunately, because I was drunk as hell when I was recording that.
Yo, I love how like
shit was
drunk people
funny,
just
dude.
get like hyped over the dumbest shit. Like Like fucking push-ups,
Dude.
dude. That's like just push-ups. Like the most red, like push-ups are like not even that significant, right? But like just 10 push-ups, and drunk people get like so hyped
Dude.
up over that. I think that's pretty. I think that's
It
pretty
was-
fucking funny.
It was pretty hype, bro. Like, cause when he did it, cause he's like, I think he's pretty young. He's like, not even middle school. He's like in elementary school, I think. And then everyone just like, all these like fucking like 5 drunk people are like, hey, do push-ups, do push-ups. Fucking just forcing the kid to do push-ups, and then we fucking like throw him up in the air like, yo, he did it. And it was like all hyped and shit. But that was pretty fun though. I think that was a pretty fun moment. And I think the next day when I woke up, I was so tired. I'm like, oh, I don't think I can drink anymore, man. And I didn't eat anything that morning. I think I ate like a little bit of food, but I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go sleep. And then someone messaged me. They're like, hey, bro, you wanna come through again? We're drinking. Oh, they're just like, why aren't you over here? And I was like, oh, fuck.
You know, you could say
So
no,
I
right?
That's why I went. Man.
It's like you don't take care of yourself at all.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty
It's like
neglectful.
the fucking. It's like the Danny DeVito meme. So I started blasting. Right?
Yeah, right.
Basically, like I just decided to make a bad decision. I was like, you know what? I think it's gonna be chill. Cause I'm pretty sure we finished most of the alcohol from that night. Spoilers, we did not. There was a lot more bottles than I thought they had, and I ended up staying up until 10. So I got there at 4 and we stayed until 10. And I was like, oh shit, I actually got to go home because I don't want to get more fucked up than I already was at that point. Because I think we finished like 4 bottles or 5 around there.
Wait,
that they
like
had
from full?
Yeah.
From full?
No, not from full.
Oh, I was about to say,
Luckily,
like-
most of them were almost empty.
Oh,
But
okay.
one of them was full. Actually, 2 of them were full. And they were the peach one. They were the Crown Royal peach. So that actually tastes pretty good. So that wasn't too bad. But they had a little bit, like about half the Hennessy, like the really big Hennessy bottles. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like the super sized Hennessy bottles. They had that really big one that they didn't finish. They had some Captain they didn't finish, and then I'm thankful. I think there was like some gin they didn't touch, and like Hennessy XO they didn't touch either too. So I was pretty happy that we didn't drink any of that, because I think I actually would have like died. But yeah, that was my Sunday fun day, and then I went home, and then my mom was like yelling at me. She's like, "Why did you go out and drink?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't know."
Because I'm a grown ass man, Mom. Because I'm a grown ass man, Mom.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
But also life update. I also did dye my hair recently.
You
to
did.
blonde,
You did.
so, yeah,
You're blonde again.
Hopefully, I show a photo. Insert photo here somewhere.
So why did you decide to
Yeah.
dye your hair blonde?
You know, back when I actually had blonde hair the year before.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, see, I said this before. I was in a very bad mental state at that point, so I wasn't really. I thought that hair would make me feel better. It did not. But even though it actually did look pretty good on me for a bit. I just unfortunately was not. I didn't really take a lot of self-care, and so I thought, I was like, fuck it, I don't want this hair. I don't fucking want to take care of myself. Let me just have the most like nonchalant, like let me just fully like immerse myself into like a self-care. Like I don't want to do anything. I don't take care of my hair. I don't want to really take care of myself. I'm gonna go out and drink a lot. Stuff like that essentially. I wasn't in the best mental state. And I just like, fuck it, just cut my hair off. I don't care. It's unfortunate because I really did look pretty. I'm not hyping myself up or anything, but I mean, I did look pretty good in that blonde hair.
I think you look okay with blonde. I think you look okay with blonde hair.
Yeah. It was hazelnut. That was the color of it, and I got it professionally done by a good friend of mine that I used to work with. She did a pretty good job. I think the process only took like 2 hours, I think, max, to get that color too. So
Really?
I really
Did
liked
you have
it.
to bleach your hair at all, or?
Yeah, I did bleach my hair. I did bleach my hair.
And that only took 2 hours though.
But that didn't take
Even
that
though you
long.
had to bleach your hair, that only
Yeah.
took 2 hours. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I never
Yeah,
dyed
it
my
took
hair.
less than
I'd assume it'd take a long time. You had to bleach it.
It takes It takes a long time to get it to get it bleached properly, and then just to bleach it to a color takes another process too. But they did it pretty quick. It wasn't like, I swear it felt like 2 hours only. It didn't feel that long, to be honest. But yeah, I do miss that hair, and I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll just bring it back. But this is just the first process though. I'm going more into like the platinum blonde. You know what I mean? Like
I think so.
more a
Yeah, like
silver-
kind of like more like silver.
Yeah, silver platinum kind of color. Because I don't really. This makes me look like I have a wig on. Honestly.
I won't lie. I didn't really get a good look at it, but I saw the
Yeah,
picture.
it is very like, I don't mind the color blonde, on me, but this is like way too yellow. This is like I'm Super Saiyan essentially. This is what it feels like. I'm fucking Goku. And not in a good way. Like I don't actually,
Not in a
actually
good
don't
way.
like it. Yeah, I actually don't like my hair being this light. It's
okay.
It's too light.
It's okay. I think it's okay.
So yeah, I should have it where I want it, like color wise, but the end of this month, roughly, because it's gonna take, it's a process essentially. I think it takes like, we're basically like spreading it per week, so I don't damage my hair too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I guess this is, like the evil version of you, the meme.
I
Something like that,
think
like,
so. I think so.
Like fucking evil version of Goku would be like, "You're too strong. I won't fight you."
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
Goku always acts like "Oh, you're too strong. I'll fight you." And then evil Goku would be like, "Nah, I'm good." but basically, I thought about this and like, this is what like Prodigy would have looked like if I actually fully went through with it. I think this is what I would actually look like in my freshman year. Cause I thought about dyeing my hair back in my freshman year.
So are you reverting?
I guess I might be, to be honest. But I actually think that this is what I would look like unironically, like freshman year. Like I would have like fully blonde hair.
Hey, so why didn't you do it freshman year?
Oh, it cost too much. That's it.
Oh, just poor, huh?
Yeah. I think I just didn't have the time to do it too, cause I'm thankful that my mom, she went to beautician school, so she knows how to do all this for free essentially. Oh, free as in we don't have to go to a salon, but she still has to pay for all of it. And we still get the supplies obviously, but like I don't have to like schedule like an appointment or anything. Like I just say, hey, if we're not doing anything this Sunday, just do it. It's
Yeah.
That's why I have not paid for a haircut in the longest time. I'm honestly grateful for my friends to be barbers. I feel bad every time that I ask for a haircut, because I'm basically asking for a free haircut. And they're almost like, no, it's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. You're my friend. I'm like,
If you feel bad, don't let it be free then. Like treat him out to like dinner or something.
yeah, that's why our friend Peter, he's a barber, so, or he cuts hair on the side.
Yeah, he
Every time he's
doesn't
like,
consider
different.
himself a barber.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, like he keeps saying like, yo, it's on me. I'll treat every time. Like, bro, you cut my hair for free all the time, bro. Like the least I could do is like pay for like at least pay for my meal, Because he's always like, yo, I'll treat you out, bro. I'll do all this. Like, nah, you're good. I haven't had the chance to talk to my other friends that they are barbers, because they're living their lives. They're happy, having girlfriends and shit. Must be nice.
Yeah, to have an actual life, yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah, to have actual like fucking love life.
I wouldn't know
must be
nothing
nice.
about that.
Hashtag not jealous.
Dude, talk about
yeah.
girlfriends, dude. National Girlfriend Day, you posted the podcast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sounds about right. Sounds
about
about
right.
right.
I was like, yeah, fuck, I just do the podcast.
Our only
But-
commitment.
I
Our only
think the most
commitment right
funniest
now.
meme to come out that day though was fucking the boys meme of fucking A Train. I think that's probably the funniest meme to come out of that, to be honest.
Right.
That's just fucking hilarious, because it's like such an open inside joke that everyone should kind of know it, but not everyone does, you know. And it's pretty funny, but yeah, man, like I don't know, like I guess I just kind of want to change things up because I had like my light brown hair for I would say quite a while now, maybe like 2 months, 3 months, and before that I just had black hair, so or I didn't dye my hair. I think I'm not even 100% sure, to be honest. If I had okay, to be honest, it's been about a year since we started this already, like a little over than a year now. You know, I think it's been like at least a year now since we started our podcast, right?
I don't know. When did we start recording?
I think it started around like
I think we might be coming up on the year mark. I think we did start like around like late,
because we started around
summer
this time,
or like early fall.
Yeah, I swear we started around this time. Like this whole year, I'm honestly like I told people at my birthday party, you know, it's been this past year has been such a long but also quick year. Cause like it's long as in like I've made so many memories throughout this past year. It's almost like me in college throughout my 5 years of college, like how much memories I've made with friends. It felt like that all within like a year essentially, and it's gone by so quick that I can't even remember. There's so many highlights of the past year. I can't even remember all of them because there's so many. You know, like meeting so many new people, meeting old people, or not old people. Well, I did do that too, but I mean like meeting like old acquaintances or people that I sort of knew in high school or I didn't really know, but they were in like town, and then just I guess rekindling like a friendship and stuff like that. Like, hey, you know, I'm from here. I went to north, you went to south, you know, and then kind of just kick it off from there. And I guess it's also like realizing how much I miss like you guys and the people that aren't in town, and how much I guess how much of a blessing it was just to always have someone to like kind of just call and just, hey, wanna come over and hang out, you know. It's kind of like you can't just take it for granted like how easy that was to do. And this my last year in college kind of brought me back down to reality, like because of we used to like do that all the time, like every single day we would be like, hey, you just want to come over and hang out, or you want to come and do this and this, you know. It'd be like 5 minutes or less to get to place, you know, because we were so close to we were very close like proximity wise living to each other, so it was like pretty easy to do, you know.
Yeah, I agree. We used to do that a lot. I don't know. I don't really know exactly when we stopped, but I'm not gonna point out exactly why we stopped, because there's multiple reasons why we stopped. But we did stop, and it did put like there definitely has been a slow period in terms of the friend group, right? It definitely has been a slow period. It still is kind of a slow period. It's definitely like I haven't seen someone like the guys in like a year, dude.
Months.
Like I haven't seen some of the guys in like a
years,
year, maybe some. I haven't seen them in like 2, right? And it's not like it's anybody's fault. It's just our lives have moved on to the point where we're all like not in that proximity anymore. And definitely like some people are distant, like actually distant, and some people are just like and the other people are just like we're not just as close socially anymore. And that's just kind of how it is.
I feel like I think we just have such a busier schedule now. And not only that, but not only being busier, but also just like everyone's schedule is just like completely like not even aligned how it used to be, you know. Because I think we will be able to make time for each other and stuff like that, like all the time. And now it's just like, oh, I have to actually call this day off now, or I have to do this and this. Oh, family stuff is coming up. I can't do this and this, you know. Especially after COVID, you know, like after the lockdown, like everyone wanted to do everything all at once, and it's like, how can I plan this out on this specific day when like there's like 30 other events going on? And it's kind of sad, and I really do take that for granted so much, or I took that for granted so much when we were all living together and we were living so close to each other. It's just like, you know, I thought like, oh, I'll always hang out with these guys. Like there won't be a time I like that I won't be around these guys all the time. And now it's come to that point where, you know, some of my best friends I won't be able to see for like months on end, you know. And it's kind of depressing, but it's also like But then you can also say, and I guess looking on the brighter side, I think I could value our friendship a lot more than that. That even though I don't see you that often, you're still my best friend. You know, you're still someone that I would talk to. Like even if it's over the phone, I'll still talk to you. You know, I'll try my best to at least engage in a conversation with you at least. You know, and
Cap, you don't call me. Oh man, you don't call me. Cap, dude, he's lying.
Yeah, you're right.
He's lying. You don't call me.
I send you memes.
That's true.
That means something, bro.
Dude, I gotta be better at messaging my friends. I feel like I definitely don't message my friends as much as I should. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Like sometimes I do message some friends and they don't message back, and it's like it gets hard to have a one-sided conversation, right? But it's like I definitely feel like I should message my friends more. I definitely don't do it as much. I mean, to be honest though, I don't really have. Like sometimes I just don't have much to say, you know, or they don't have like. And I'm really not that good at initiating conversation, so it's like it's hard to find a thing to talk about, right? But it's like, I definitely do gotta do a better job. Send memes. That's true. I could send memes, but the thing is, sometimes they might not get
and then like that's funny, and then like, bro, how you been, man? That's it. I think that's like the easiest way to start a conversation with somebody, or just like talk to them. I think also I've been trying to do that better too, especially with the people I'm hanging out here in Sheboygan. I think it's a lot easier for me to do, and I feel like I should start doing that more often too, because like some of these, a lot, or not a lot, everyone that I've met, they've been so welcoming to me, and it's honestly like I'm very appreciative of that, because not to hate on anyone in my freshman year, but they were very welcoming too, but at the same time they were cliquey people too, they, even though they were very welcoming, they're like, some people will just talk shit about another friend group that they were also be very close to, and just be like, yo, what the fuck? And you're kind of just like caught in between, like you're not really in each group, But yeah, like you be in between like friend groups, and then like one friend group would just be talking mad shit to another, and then vice versa, right? And it'd just be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, aren't you all like good buddies and shit? Like, why would y'all say this? Like it's not even like a joking matter. It's like legit, like I genuinely hate this person type of shit, and it felt kind of awkward. But here, like, it just like people, they say their piece, and they just say it, and they will say it to the people that they're saying it to, it's just how they're very upfront with them more. And I think that's also grown with maturity as well too. Like I think they've been through enough to where they could just like express themselves without having to like talk behind other people's back. They could just say it.
I mean, from like a certain point of view, right? Like when you were younger, that was like freshman was like 6 years ago. Like obviously, some people you meet when they're 6 years ago, like they're fresh out of high school. Yeah, they're probably still childish, right? But like, going through college, you get older, you should learn, right? And so like depending on who you're around, if they're like your age, if they're around your age, of course it's easier to say your piece when you're around like the same, when you're older too. So like we were like compared to like when you're 18 compared to like now when you're like 24, right? It would be easier to like consciously think about, this is what I don't like, squash this right now or something, right? Like instead of being like kind of a snake about it.
Yeah. So that's why I told everybody. So it's all chimes back to my birthday. I'm like, I'm just so happy to just to be welcome kind of back, like to like kind of just like I just kind of I felt like I just got inserted into like this friend group, and everyone's just like cool with it, everyone's just like everyone's just so welcoming, and I'm very appreciative of that. I genuinely haven't felt, because like like our, like I'm not trying to expose anybody or anything, because I'm very guilty of this too, like our junior, senior year, we were very like kind of just like not as close knit as we used to be, and it's just like it felt like we were cliquey too, and I didn't realize it until like a year later, when I realized these guys aren't talking to me as much as they used to talk to me. They don't want to, they're always busy now, or they don't want to hit us up first, and it was kind of like a what's the word, reality check. Yeah, a reality check for me, that I thought I was cool with a lot of people, And then I realized, oh shit, I kind of let some people out of our hangouts, and I wasn't even considering them, not even to ask them, And it's just, it kind of, it did bother me for a bit.
I get that too. I get that. I don't think you should let it get to you though, cause like, for me, right, like, definitely there are some people who we were friends with, like, I'd say we were pretty good friends with, like sophomore year, like freshman sophomore year, right? But then once we hit like junior senior year, and after that, like, we definitely hang out a lot less. And it's not like I didn't want to hit them up or anything. Personally, I didn't. Outside of like a couple isolated parties, I didn't really host too many parties myself. So I just never invited people to do anything, right? And it's not just like on you, right? Because it's also a two-way thing. Because sometimes, like, you know people, but they don't invite you to their stuff either. So it's like, you shouldn't feel bad about it. Shouldn't feel bad about it. It's just, there's people, like, you can be friends with somebody, but you don't gotta like. But like, there's definitely people who I'm friends with who don't invite me to parties, and it's like, it's okay. I don't think you should let that down, because it's like a two-way street, right? Like, I invite people who would invite me, right? And if someone doesn't invite me, whether it's out of like forgetfulness or other reasons, it's like, it's whatever, man. If they didn't invite me, it's cool. I'm not gonna feel bad about it, Like, yeah, it's a cool party. Yeah. It looked like it was fun, but if I wasn't invited, whatever, man. Like, it's all good. You don't gotta be there. You can have fun, but you can have fun somewhere else. You can have fun with your other friends. It's all good. I don't think you should let it get to you.
Yeah. I think I've come to terms with it more now, because like here in Sheboygan, it's like literally like it's only like a couple like minutes away, and then people are like, hey bro, just come to my place real quick, or just come here. Someone's doing something real quick. Like just this past weekend, like I didn't know they were gonna do like a hangout on Sunday until someone said that you should be here because everyone else is here. I'm like, oh okay, as well, And I think I took that for granted a lot too, which is like how easy it is to just say, hey, come through, because I definitely do kind of regret doing that, but I think I've now come to terms with it a lot more than it was like my 5th year in college. It's just there's a lot of like, I thought I grew a lot throughout like my first 4 years of college, but that last year really changed like me mentally, and I wouldn't say it set me back a little bit. It kind of did, but I think it helped me kind of realize like how I should kind of carry myself and how I should like talk to my friends a lot more, and how I should treat them, because I feel like some things you just don't realize that you've taken it for granted until it's not there anymore. As corny as that sounds, as cliche as that sounds, it is true. I think I never looked at my friend group and like thought to myself, oh, I'm gonna be friends with these guys forever, and it just turns out it's just not the case. And it's been, I think, a wonderful journey this past year to kind of just finally put myself back into kind of how I used to be around, basically how I was like when I first met you, at least saying so. And pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, man.
To kind of come back here and kind of express myself a lot more, because yeah, man, like I thought, I had the fucking in Japan they have this university debut thing.
Yeah.
Basically, they're so introverted in high school.
Yeah, or like the debut. Yeah, like your
they're so introverted in high school, but they need like all this like social skills so they can survive in the real world. So they changed their self completely in university or college. And I feel like I thought to myself, I was gonna do that. I'm gonna. This is such a fucking terrible way to think throughout life as your freshman year, but I was like, man, I'm gonna have so many new friends, man. I hate all these people in Sheboygan. That's just a joke, but hope this doesn't come back to bite my ass. But
all your Sheboygan friends gonna ghost you now, bro. You better hope this episode doesn't light day.
They're gonna tear my ass up, bro.
No, slams only.
But
good luck, bro. Sunday Funday slams only.
This is like college. No, this is a high school me. Sorry, high school me. Like I only had a couple close friends in that I would like consider like if I could ask these guys to come through and they'll come through right away. Like I had a very very small circle of people saying that, so I'm like thinking something. I'm gonna have a big ass friend group, and everyone's gonna come with me, and everyone's gonna fucking always hang out with me all the time, and I'm gonna get some mad girls. Man, they don't even know. I can pull any girl I want, yada yada yada, shit like that. And then I got humbled pretty quickly, ironically, guys. I didn't make my first like actual friend for like a month, which is kind of funny. I didn't even meet my first Hmong person until like a month in college, which is even more ironic. Or sorry, like my Hmong friend, which was Tall Nang. But then throughout like freshman year, I was able to build that confidence up and like hang out with more people and like be more introverted, or sorry, not introverted, extroverted, and I thought like this is life right here, like this is my peak, like it can't get any better than this, and unfortunately it didn't get any better than that. It kind of went like slowly downhill.
Dude, you did not peak in freshman year of college, bro. What you fucking on?
No. Okay, let me continue. That's why I felt like, dude, this is like peak. Like from here, it's just straight. This is probably the best it's gonna get. Maybe it'll get better, but I feel like this is like the base of like what my life is gonna be now. This is how my life is always gonna be, like this. Basically. I don't think it should get any better than this, but I feel like this is how my life should be like. And then life threw a fucking goddamn curveball at me. That shit hit hard. And sophomore year, it was still there, but I could start seeing things like kind of breaking apart a little bit. My whole little fantasy world being kind of torn. And then junior year hit, and that was when everything kind of went like downhill quick, like mentally wise for me. And so it's like,
yeah, you could have just talked to me, right? We were roommates. You could have just talked to me, right?
Yeah, see, that's the issue. Like, as much as I thought I could like talk to people about my issues, I thought like, I'm a pretty open book kind of dude, man. Like, if anyone asks about my feelings, I'll be okay to share with them. But in reality, it's like I didn't even open up to anyone at all in general. So it's just like, why the fuck am I saying all this shit? Like, I'm down to talk about my feelings, but yeah.
Damn, I don't feel bad. I did not give you enough wellness checks when we lived together.
No, that's not. Again, like I said, it's not even anyone's fault at the end of the day. I think it's, again, I feel like I could say the same thing to you and to anyone else, because like I feel like you just take it for granted, that there are people here for you all the time to talk to you, and it's just you're just like a kid, you're like, oh, I'm okay, I'll just get through this, myself, you just have that fucking, the really dumb mindset of like, this will just pass by, In reality, you could just talk to some of your closest buddies that you've been friends with for like the past 5 years, 6 years, and then it's like literally one conversation can help you out, but you decide like, nah, I'm good, and then basically like now I feel like how I should have felt like my freshman year, like this, my whole life should have been how I feel like right now, like if all I had to do was just open up to my closest friends and just talk to them, and it was a fucking 6-year long lesson, but I guess I learned it, and I'm kind of glad I'm here now, honestly.
Hey man, that's good.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, well, I think that's good. I think it's a good place to end it. So this is your reminder. This is your reminder to do wellness checks on your friends. You have a friend out there you haven't talked to in a while, send them a message. I'm about to go send some messages too. This is your daily reminder to send messages to your friends and keep updates on them, because one day you might not send messages anymore, and that's a sad day. So don't let it be later than sooner, I think, because you never know.
Definitely.
Your friends, you never know when you're gonna stop messaging your friends. So this is your reminder. This is your reminder to go do a wellness check with your friends.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes, man. It do be like that. I feel like feel like also like I think people have told me this too. Like they're like, damn, Brandon, you're so talkative. Like you're like, oh my god, you're so social, man. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Like I'm just very good at improvising like social interactions. To be honest, I don't think people really realize that. Like how do I say this without fucking sounding like a fucking total dick? It's not like the use of psychology essentially. You know, so I'm not saying that I use psychology and shit to fucking read people's fucking like movements and shit to fucking feel like the vibe of the fucking conversation or anything. I just think like, what do they like, or what have they shown me that they are passionate in talking in, and how can I expand upon that? And I think that's just how I talk to people. You know, like if I know like a little bit about them, I'm just like, oh, okay, so where you from? Like, oh, okay, oh, you like this, you like that, well, what do you like about that? You know, kind of just build upon that shit. It's not very hard, to be honest. It's just,
to me, it's fucking difficult.
I choose not to.
It's fucking difficult. Dude, people
Yeah.
be telling me I'm pretty social too. It's like, dude, I'm not social, bro. Like when I go to like,
Yeah, bro.
dude, I don't know, like, dude, this is how unsocial I am. I went to like the first party, like last year. I went to like the first party I went to in like a year, right? Because like a year and a half because of like the COVID pandemic and everything. And like, dude, I didn't know how to act. I didn't even know how to like interact with people anymore. Like, I was never like really good at interacting with people in the first place. Like I can be social, but I really need it in. Like if I don't have like a friend there already, or if I don't already know somebody at a social gathering, I'm like I'm like such a quiet individual. It takes time for me to ramp up, like to actually get to like be me. I'm so bad at socializing. So I don't know how people do it. Like I don't know how people do it. I really don't know how people do it.
I don't think people even like. I swear, I guarantee they'll notice this after this video comes out or after I clip this. But I guarantee you, if you ever see me at a party and I'm just sitting there, like just standing outside the friend circle, that's literally me how I am like most of the time. Like I'm just like sitting there and just like listening to your conversation. That's it. And then like maybe I'll throw in like a joke once in a while. But that's just me. Like I don't really go out of my way to like talk to somebody because I'm like, oh, this is kind of awkward. What do I talk about? You know, like it just to me it just feels awkward. So I would, you know, I think there's like the word is like the introverted extrovert.
I don't know.
The phrase.
I'm not sure what the phrase is.
It's like someone is like, you know, when they're in a social when they're like interacting with people, they can like, you know, they can do fine, but they're more introverted than they are extroverted. You know, they're not the people that if you put them, they're not like the actual introvert where like you put them in a social situation, they probably won't like be able to like socialize with people. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, I think low key,
like with me, I feel like
our friend group has like only like one or two actual extroverted people. I think the vast majority of our friend group is pretty introverted. Like you look at it, right? Even like the ones who some of the individuals who people might think are extroverted, are only like that when we're in our friend group. Like when we're with other people, we're pretty fucking quiet. Like there's only a handful of people who are actually extroverted. Like Tevin is like one of the only actually extroverted people.
Yeah. And he still gets no bitches. So sad.
Dude, so sad. You can't just flame him like that. Oh, shit.
No, it's an unrunning joke. He gets it.
He gets it, but this is not the right time.
But like, this happened too yesterday. I saw myself doing this. Like they already like there's like groups of people talking, and I'm like, which group did I go to? to like socially interact with. I feel kind of like sort of left out, but I don't also want to engage in conversation with them. So I'm like, I want to just walk around.
Yeah, that's like super awkward, man. Like especially like, yeah, like when you go to like a party and you get there before the rest of your friends, and then you don't have like people there, but you're not really friends with anybody there, so you can't really exactly like make your way into the jokes or like, because they're always like going like inside jokes or like, or they joke, but you know like it's kind of on the line of like rude, and you're not really like friends, so it's like you jump in, it's like, all are you being rude? Or are you just being funny? You know, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's a hard. Like I find like like for like a lot of people, they're okay. You know, if you're a little rude, it's all good, right? It's all good. But then like there's some people who are like.
Some people just like rude.
Who are like you say even like slight
Or
like
no
if you try to do the
social,
same
like,
thing, right? They get really pissed off because you're not their friend or something, right? So it's like, but you don't. But like the thing is like it's hard to tell who's who, you know. So it's like
That's
it's
true.
like I'd just rather not. Right, I'd rather just not, right? Because like then you just ruin the mood for everybody. So I just rather not. So it is really like it's a weird line. Like I don't know, man. I don't know how to interact with people.
Yeah, I caught myself doing that during the birthday party. I'm like, oh, that did not come out as that did not come out as I intended it to come out. I'm like, I just sounded like kind of like a dick right there. And I'm like, fuck, I thought I changed this about me already. What the fuck? Why am I saying stuff like this? And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, chill out, Brandon. Like, you relax a little bit, man. Stop saying these mean things, man. You know, sometimes you jest a lot. You know, you like kind of just like banter with certain people, and you just kind of get too used to it to where you think everybody's your friend. You know, or not think like it, but you kind of unconsciously do it. You know, and I've tried to work on it. It's gotten a lot better because I remember freshman, sophomore year, me was like, I treated everyone like a fucking bro. I was like,
You did.
a complete asshole, dude. Like I would say like the meanest shit to people, and they'd just be like, man, this guy's kind of an ass. Like, and I thought about it more. Like, I wake up at night thinking to myself like, damn, I can't believe I said that at fucking March 24th of 2017 at exactly 3 p.m.
You know the exact day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking, like it's like
the
a fucking
exact
like
second.
the
exact second
like
your eyes
fucking,
open.
like it's like the fucking like a tragic event and like like a real world like tragic event never. But it's fucking like it's only for me. I call those cringe moments. And, they show up a lot, especially when I'm sleeping. I'm like, hey bro, you remember that one weird thing you said to that one girl at the party and then she never talks to you now? And I'm like, fuck. Fuck.
That's all it be.
And now I can't sleep. Yeah. But yeah, I think I do try like I hope people don't take that the wrong way. I try to like I really try to work on this a lot because there are a lot of people that I know that they're fine with it. Like you banter with them, you know, it's completely fine, you know. But I have to also like keep myself in check at times. I'm like, hey, that's not cool. Like I shouldn't be saying this, you know, or this is not the right time to be saying this stuff. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing for everybody too. Like, everybody has like, everybody's had moments where they said too much, right? Like, I've definitely had my fair share of moments where I've said too much, or like I joked a little too hard, right? But it's like, I think everybody has their moments. It's good to recognize it and then realize that what you did wasn't really right, and then move on, right? That's the thing about being mature, right? Maturing. But yeah, I think that's everybody, dude. Pretty sure everybody can think of one moment when they done something like that. And if you haven't had one of those moments, you will. Or if you haven't had one of those moments and you don't think you ever had one of those moments, you're lying to yourself. You've had one of those moments and you probably just don't care, right? Like you probably should. But I mean, at the end of the day, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I think I think it happened. It's in the past. You know, the best you can do about it is just not do that anymore. I think that's the best you can do.
Yeah. Usually I just be like, hey yo, I'm sorry. I didn't. If I'm not embarrassed, because I usually catch myself right away. I'm like, that was embarrassing. And if I'm not embarrassed enough to kind of like admit that, or not, if I'm too like shy enough to like to not admit that, you know, sorry, you know, I try to at least apologize afterwards. Like, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, you know. Because I caught myself a couple times. I'm like, I've seen some fucking wild ass shit. I'm like, probably shouldn't have said that to this person. Especially when they're like pouring their fucking like heart out to me, and then I'd be like saying some dumbass shit. I'm like, that's probably not okay, you know, or that isn't okay, and I should probably apologize, you know.
Yeah.
And and I'm happy that, you know, I'm able to mature myself and at least, you know, admit that I'm wrong, you know, because fucking Prodigy, man, that motherfucker never apologized. He never said sorry.
I like how you say that, but you're trying to you're trying to channel your inner Prodigy.
Yeah.
Hey, you're
like
fucking
okay. I want the the prodigy I want is the prodigy that is the good side prodigy.
Good side prodigy.
I want to be Anakin, but not Darth Vader. Essentially, I want to
That's
be
funny.
that guy that was really nice to everybody, that's very friendly, very open to talk to everybody, very cool to party with. Because I'm very happy that I went out a lot too my freshman year. Because I know a lot of people that know me through like other people. Because like the first time they like ask about like me, they're like, oh shit, you know that guy too? It's always like that. And this happened a lot this past weekend, and everyone's like, yo, you related to her? Or like, oh, you know her, you know him? And that's my friend. Yeah, I went to school with them. I partied with them a lot. And it's always like, yeah, that guy's cool, man. You know, because honestly, I would be kind of sad if someone went like, oh, you know Prodigy, bro? Damn, that guy's kind of an asshole. That guy's kind of a dick. You know, like if honestly someone were to like come up to someone else and say that, and they would tell me, I'd be actually pretty upset, because like I really don't want to portray that image, because I feel like that's how I was when I was quote unquote prodigy. I feel like that's the impression I kind of left off of people. Like, that guy's cool, but he's kind of a dick, you know. And that's why I wasn't very comfortable with that nickname for a while, around my sophomore year, or past my freshman and sophomore year. I wasn't really comfortable with people saying that.
Hey man,
because
dude, it's
kinda
all
just,
good,
like,
dude. Honestly, man, don't let that get to you,
yeah.
man. Like that was like 5-6 years ago, dude. You've changed, and if they don't know about that, well, I mean, they can get to know about that. And if they don't want to know about that, then that's their choice, dude. Like everybody grows. Like, dude, you're like literally like a fresh adult, dude. Like you were at 18, you're a fresh adult. Like, of course, you're not gonna be fully functioning, right? Like nobody at 18 is gonna be fully functioning. Even if they seem fully functioning, they're not fully functioning. You know, they're 18, dude. They're not even 2 decades old, dude. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, dude. Like if you know exactly what the fuck you're doing at 18, like the fuck, why are you hanging out with us, right?
That's true. That's true.
Obviously.
What? That's not. I'm gonna be honest. I knew some really smart people that were hanging out with us too, and
There's a reason,
to this
dude.
day, I still consider them pretty cool.
Dude, I think all the people who are like the most like mature definitely broke from their friend group a little earlier on, dude. I feel like
Yeah, they were like, yeah, this is not okay.
Yeah, because like I mean, I'm not saying like we're dumb or anything, but like definitely a lot, like everybody matures at a different rate, and I feel like some people were just not with the immature shit that was happening with the friend groups, right? And like with the drama.
That's true.
And, like obviously, you know, everybody deals with like drama differently. And, you know, it's like, I'm not blaming them or nothing, right? Like personally, I never got involved in it, so it never really affected me too much personally. But like, I know that people who've been affected with like drama, and like, you know, like everybody deals with it differently. Some people are more volatile. Some people are kind of just like forget about it. I think it depends on the person to person, but like really, like I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, who just like, you know, didn't have time for it, and, you know, they really did kind of know what they're doing, so they did leave. It's like, and I don't blame them, you know, I don't blame them, especially if like they didn't want anything to do with it, like at all, and they cut it out. It's okay, you know, it's okay to leave drama, dude. Drama isn't fun. Like people like some people like drama. I don't know, man. There's a lot to not like about it, dude. It's like a drain, dude. I don't know how you can like drama. It's a drain.
This is actually my first like hot take, that if someone outside of like my friend group actually hears this, they actually might take this the wrong way. So Facebook, there's like a fucking Vang Kee group, right? And it's on its 5th version right now, I think.
What?
I don't remember.
What group?
There's like a Vang Kee group where like it kind of just like talks about like Hmong drama,
yeah.
essentially in the community. I honestly think that's the most like pathetic shit to like actually follow through. To be honest, I'm just gonna be completely honest on that. I feel like if you're so invested in other people's shit, I just feel like that's just sad.
Yeah, dude, get a fucking life, man. Get a fucking life.
How boring is your fucking life that you have to be entertained by other people's like fucking misery and shit, and other people's like issues, you know? Like, that's actually genuinely sad. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, I don't know how people actually find entertainment in that. Like, it's generally like not fun to read through like these comments, because some of these people would be like saying the most fucking horrendous shit on fucking Facebook. Like, bro, I see your face, dog. I see your face. I see your name. Like, you the person are fucking like saying this shit, dog. Like, do you know what a digital footprint is? Like, do you know what that is?
But is it really
Like,
them?
Jesus Christ.
But is it really them, or
Yeah,
is it?
like, is this
or is it Jung Chechap bro from?
Yo, stop. 姑娘帮你to 420 like that. Shit. No, like I see that shit all the time, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why are you like so kept up with this? Like, this just brings in more negativity. You know, it's not even funny. Like, it's honestly just sad. You
Yeah,
know?
but I guess some
Yeah.
people are just toxic. You know,
Yeah.
that's just on toxic people. But I mean,
Yeah.
why are you in that group
feel like
then? Why are you in
yeah,
that group? You just leave.
Yeah. No, I wasn't part of the group. I seen
Oh,
some
I
of
just
my
seen it, okay.
some people I know like share some of these posts and stuff, and I honestly understand why they follow it, but at the same time, like, you know what? Like, I wouldn't personally, if I were to tell them like in person, like, I wouldn't really try to involve myself, or like, I wouldn't actively like go be looking out for this, because it's pretty pathetic to be like, look at this funny shit that's happening. This fucking wife is cheering on his husband for the 50th time. Haha, funny, right? Like, that's pretty fucked up, you know? Like, that's someone's like personal life is being broadcasted out to a public audience, and that's just depressing to fucking look at. And honestly, like, how can someone really find entertainment in that? That's why I don't really follow like fucking like reality TV shows and shit like that.
Dude, I hate reality
You know,
TV
because
shows.
it's so, yeah, it's like, obviously I know it's fake, but at the same time, like, you're like personally putting yourself out here to make yourself look purposely bad, you know, like, and you have like no shame in that. That's pretty sad, you know, like, and that's why like I feel like personally I'm so happy that, you know, I had that, you know, that fucking aha moment my sophomore year. Like, I was going down that route, because I feel like I would have been on fucking one of those Vang Kee pages. I'm gonna be completely honest, dude. I was going down that path, my prodigy years, man. It was like, it was getting very toxic for me to always like going out and partying with these fucking like people that were like basically legal drinking age and shit, and like in their 30s and shit, like partying with them and fucking acting like how I was acting, like fucking like a total asshole to these people who are older than me and shit. You know, I feel like I would have been one of those people on those pages, and you know, that's why like nowadays, like I still cringe a little bit when someone calls me like prodigy, like because like I don't know if it's coming from like a good place or a bad place, you know, like, oh, this guy prodigy, is he the same? Are they saying it because it's the prodigy that I partied with in college, or it's prodigy as in that's my good homie prodigy, you know, or something along those lines like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like now I'm pretty fine with it now. I don't really care anymore. If someone knows me as a prodigy, I'm like, yeah, just say it. You can just say it, and it's fine. Because this sounds fucking stupid. I reclaimed my nickname.
You reclaim your nickname.
I reclaimed
You've
it.
outgrown the cringe.
I've outgrown the cringe, and I am the cringe now. I've embraced it. I've embraced my name, and I'm pretty happy. I'm okay with it now. You know, I don't really care about it anymore, because most of the time, like all the like the Milwaukee people I know, they just call me B.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the first time someone called me that, and my sister was like, "That's your fucking nickname?" And I was like, "Yeah, what was wrong with that?" It's like, that just sounds so weird. I'm like, really? That sounds weird? I'm like, I thought about it more. I was like, I don't think it does. But I'm like, I can see why it kind of sounds a little weird. Because, you know, it's just something completely different from, like, someone hearing that. So, that's why I feel like people, when they hear, like, oh, yeah, that's Prodigy, they're like, why is he named Prodigy? And I'm like, I guess I'll just pull out my notebook and fucking read, like, script to script, like, how I got my nickname again.
Right.
Like, the 50th time. You know?
Yeah, like that actually is like really old. Dude. Like for a while we didn't use it. Like if we did use it, it was just like as a joke. It was kind of like an inside joke for a long time. Like the only people who really know are the people who knew you in freshman year. So like a lot of people don't know like who Prodigy is.
I guess Prodigy is back. I am reclaiming my name.
Yeah.
So
yeah, welcome back. Welcome back.
I am now I'm once again becoming Prodigy. Once again. So.
What is that word? It's like when you like refurbish, but not refurbish. It's like
refurbished.
Refurbished is like when you like fix like a computer or something. Like it's not like refurbished.
Yeah, it's like something that's been
not like redeemed
in
either.
use,
It's like
but it's been repaired and it's okay to use again.
Yeah, well, whatever that word is. Welcome back, bro.
Yeah. I have returned. Return of the King.
Return of the King.
Fucking Lord of the Rings. Return of the King. Return of the Prodigy. Oh man. But yeah. Yeah, I've outgrown the cringe. I am the cringe. You know.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing either too. But yeah, I'm happy where I'm at in life right now. Although financially, I wish I could be doing a little bit better. I'll be honest. I think financially.
I think we can all do. We can all. I think we all want to be off a little better off financially. But I mean,
let me rephrase that real quick. Financially, I wish I was doing okay, but mentally, I'm probably in the best mental state I am right now than I have been since maybe sophomore year, junior year. So it's been a while.
Hey, that's
feel
good,
like,
man. That's good.
To feel happy again. So I'm very not content. What's the word?
But you're happy.
I guess I am content. Like not content. Like I'm not content. What the fuck, man? I'm fucking dumb as fuck, man. I can't think of shit to say. But at the point I am right now, I'm happy I've gotten back to the point where I should be in life. That I feel like I should be mentally in life, because I feel like so many things have happened within those years of me being happy again. Like it's just like, well, I feel like most of it was kind of my fault, but it's just other external factors. And right now, like I feel like even if something were to happen, I feel like I also have people that I can count on to talk to now. And I know that there are people that I can talk to now to help me out if I ever need any, need any advice or comfort. So I'm happy.
Hey, that's good, man. That's good. It's good that you're in a good place.
Yeah. And like Future said, man, life is good. Life is good, man. Life is good.
That's good. I don't have anything else to talk about. You have anything else that you want to add?
Yeah. I'll be honest, we had nothing lined up for this fucking podcast. This is just straight up. This came from the heart, dude.
Yeah, this came
from the
off
heart.
Off the top of the dome.
Yeah, that's off the top of the head. Yeah. But yeah, I'm content with what we had right now. So.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, I think that's good. I think we can end it here. I think we can.
Fuck right now too. I'll be honest.
What?
I don't know if you heard of it. My stomach was like growling. Like
I can't. No, I can't hear. It's too far away. I can't hear your stomach growling. But all right. Well, I think this is a really good place to end it.
Yeah.
Once again, reminder. Message your friends. Let them know what's up. Say hi. Make some conversations. Because you never know when you might lose a friendship, but if you can't avoid it, I think it's good to not lose a friendship if it's a good one. I mean, sometimes friendships can be toxic, so it's okay to lose those. But yeah, if you have a good friend, you haven't seen them in a while, message them.
What's that song again?
Reach out. I think that's a good thing everybody should do. Try to keep in contact. I know I got to do a better job at that. My friends are listening to this. I will try to reach out. If I don't reach out, I'm sorry. I'm just an idiot. But yeah, I think that's a good thing. I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
Brandon, you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah. Don't be a fucking dick. Respect people. Just be a good person. How about that? Just don't be a fucking dickhead, and actually know when to stop. Just stop. It's time to stop, alright? Just know when it's time to stop, alright? And just be a good person, and just make sure that you find your own happiness that doesn't hurt other people, and just be the best that you can be every day, I guess.
Yeah, those are some good words of advice. All right, well,
bro.
Well,
don't be like 2016 Brad.
Don't be like that guy. He was a prick, man. He was a prick.
That guy's a fucking dick, dude. Fuck that guy, bro. If I could go back in time and beat myself up, I would do it in a heartbeat. Beat that motherfucker's ass right now, dude. I got 20 pounds on me. I would win.
Wait, is he faster though?
He might be. He actually might be. I'll be honest. I got the weight, but I don't know about the speed.
All right.
I got the power, but he got the speed advantage, so it might be a close fight.
Right. I was definitely faster in 2016 as well, man. I don't know if I could kick my ass if I went back to fight my 2016 self either. I was definitely faster and stronger when I was fresh out of high school. But regardless, that's a different topic for a different day.
Fight yourself and you still lose.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. For this for our TED Talk. This is Lise and Brandon, and we're signing out.
Peace.
Peace.